Poop monkeys.
Okay. that was... Yep. Sure.
that wasn't even good.
I couldn't. I was reading a wiki for a second. Sorry.
Poop monkey.
So,
Sorry.
with the party having spent quite a lot of time in Corn's exile, having experienced a number of events, number of possibly historical events at this point, or at least you're currently doing them, you have managed to do a fair amount of things. The demigoddess Tachi has revealed a lot of her plans to you. She has helped you in recovering the Sire, who has been causing some concern here and there. And very recently, apparently you found out that someone somewhere that someone knows fights in a somewhat similar style to what Usulia does, maybe, depending on how your notes have been taken down. That's one way to go about that. So, you had a chat with a number of people. You got some information from Saya. You had a chat with, I forgot her name for some reason, Storm, about her friend Timber, as there was a misunderstanding there. And you have then returned to your abode to have a nice night's sleep for, well, most of you. All but one. So, after a bit of potion making, you want to sleep, and we will start up here the next day, where you have the world ahead of you. So, what would you like to do?
What do we need to do?
Well, I will be going to Tachi to meet with Syra because of the husband thingy. And afterwards, we could, in theory, try to teleport to the area.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So if you need anything from the shop here, go get it, while I go to Tachi.
I may need potions to heal myself because my HP is still weird.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
two are still fucking blasted.
Yeah, we're
Po-
still worn out.
Potion count. Who has less than 2 potions of healing?
I have.
I have
Still
a
have
regular and a blood root.
Yeah.
Still have
Two regulars.
Midori.
I still have the blood root one.
So you have less than 2 potions. Okay. Usulia?
I have 3 on me.
Oh, fancy.
I mean, you could give one of those to Midori, then everybody has 2, because I have
Yeah.
2 as well.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll hand Midori one.
Thank you, dear.
Write that
Yeah,
down.
don't say that.
Okay, didn't.
I have one anti-venom as well.
As do I.
Good shit.
Good. I mean, you can go shopping.
No, I don't think we need to.
You can go train the other people. You can join me with Tachi and Saya.
I was thinking of going to try and see if they need any more help with the bow.
But we're trying to leave today, or are we going to?
Probably. I think that was the plan.
Is there anywhere I can get something, not armor, but something that will increase my HP by 10?
I mean, you can go and search for it.
I might go and look. Okay.
Please don't go alone.
Mm-hmm. Who?
Oh.
Anyone?
I'll come with you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I'll be the bodyguard.
And I guess if you'd like, I would be the mouth.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
I do the
What
talking.
kind of contraption are we making?
Look, I know I was in a daze for a couple hours yesterday, but I'm back to normal now.
Are you sure? Get with it, man.
I'll go check out the guys at the archery camp. See how they're doing.
Don't run at them again. I think you scared them last time.
Hey, one of them got into their thick skull that it worked, so couldn't have done that much harm.
I think it's a good strategy.
Maybe we should practice
Okay.
that. It might improve my aim.
Could always try.
Okay.
Shit.
We're trying that later.
Ursula, you're getting a little bit fewer again.
Excuse me.
Neil will follow you again.
Oh, fine, yes.
He will follow your commands if you give him any.
Sure. Sounds great.
Massive Griffin just looks from Calciel on to Ursula.
Well, come along then.
Just walks
Give
behind
him a
you.
little pet and we'll walk off.
Like a little puppy on a leash, just walks right behind you.
Okay.
Okay, so we have some division of the party here. Who wanna go first?
Me.
Fair enough. Calciel heading for Tachi's office. Or at least
Yes.
her building.
Wait.
Bigger than most of them, more presentable. I presume you're gonna be flying straight to her office.
Whee! Yep.
Okay. Brandishing your wings once more, just setting off. There are a bunch of the people who are from the tribes here, and they're getting used to this random ass group that seem to be really high up the ranking that just came out of nowhere. But nevertheless, there are some looks from here and there. Presumably, a lot of them are going, I want wings, as you fly up to the window. She's not in her office, Tachi. But you can hear a little bit of conversation from further down the hall as the door to her office is actually open this time around. And you get the idea that from where the sound comes from, it's either from one of the side rooms you haven't been in, or it's from her lounge.
I go towards that room and knock. Where I heard the voices. I assume one of the voices is Tachi.
You...
And so,
Excuse me, my throat. One of the voices is indeed Tachi, the other one is Saya. They seem to be conversing somewhat... not loud per se, but they seem to have a conversation. As soon as you step foot out in the hall, they seem to cease immediately. You swear you hear Tachi being hushing. You walk to the door and you knock on it, and you find Cyrus and Yi just on one of the larger pillows that is up on the benches that lean up against the wall, just sort of lounging essentially. Lying down and with Tachi sitting right next to her. They seem to be having conversation, but as soon as you walk into the place, they just look at the door, and Cyrus leans back on her back and stares at the ceiling. Doesn't say anything. Tachi looks at you and is as properly ceremoniously dressed as she always has been, and Saya seems to have gotten a new set of clothing. It much resembles the one she had, and in fact it looks like it's the same, but it just has been cleaned. It's less dusty, its colors are more pronounced. Looks like it's just been washed. So is she, for that matter.
Yep.
Tachi just looks at you and goes, hello.
Bonjour. I'm here to see you, Syra, because of the story thing. Maybe helping me learn a bit about your husband.
That's why I forgot her accent for a moment.
Okay.
Well, not what it is, but how to do it. He sits up and goes, oh, there would be many things that we can find out with the spell, yes?
Oui. I explained to her how the spell works.
We're talking about legend lore, right?
Yes, I'm gonna post that.
Go ahead.
So you see, the more stories you tell me about his life, his service, anything would help me immensely in learning secrets about where he might have died, or where he might have gone, or what has happened to him.
Okay. To not sit here and monologue for the next hour and a half telling stories, I will tell you short versions of what she tells you.
Oh boy, I need to take notes.
That probably would be good, yes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
there are lots of stories that could really go into forever.
So, I hate names.
Just put Saya. She has 3 calling names. Her full name, Syra, and Saya. Just use Saya. It's 3 letters.
Stories. Yeah, but they're weirdly placed. I thought corn. There we go.
It's like spelling Sia, but with a X instead of C. It's easy.
Sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. She explains how she'll be trying to keep this at least somewhat in chronological order, as in from the time when she first met him and he was doing something else, to the time they're preparing for war and for the time they actually went to war.
Yes.
So, first around, they were somewhat younger, maybe in her late teens, early 20s, from what she tells you from her memory. At the time, he was somewhat older than her, not by too much, but he was already elected to be the one individual that if anyone wanted a litter, but didn't want a partner per se, that he was the one they came to.
What?
He was
Is
a
it
third.
normal in the
That culture? Yeah.
yeah.
It used to be, at least at the time. Now it's a bit different, but not that much. Depends on tribe, she explains. But the tribe she came from, they typically had...
Yes, go on.
The tribe she came from, they typically had at least one, usually just one, but at least one, of the males who were typically either in his prime, as in around early 30s to late 20s, because that's where the body is the most fit at all times, which does fit Corin's description at the time. Or they have a somewhat elder individual who is of much respect and still has good genes and strong features and such. Someone who can carry on strong litters, essentially. He's selected by whatever means is necessary and needed at the time. Corin was selected because he was just a phenomenal fighter, absolute monster on the battlefield, essentially. And that was without weapons, as he chose not to use them, being a bit more monk-like in his fighting style. That was before he met Saya. She didn't exactly want a litter, she just wanted him. And as she would use herself, essentially not sent away, but chose to seek fighting style from other places, she is unwilling to tell her who, or where, for that matter, she learned her fighting style, but you do get the hints of that being an elf who was very skilled in the arts of war. So she learned her fighting style from this individual. She, by far most of the time, avoids pronouns, giving you neither hint of male or female with this particular elf, or anything else for that matter. But nevertheless, she gives you the hints that she's not at the camp very much. He, on the other hand, was always at the camp, either training himself or someone else, or in some important meeting or another. When she says meeting, you get the feeling that she didn't necessarily mean talking. But some time passes, and they start spending more and more time together, as she starts challenging him to combat. Of course, first you get floored, and you get the feeling that she kind of gave off the vibe that she enjoyed that in the first place, because she was a very skilled fighter and rarely lost. So the fact that this guy was strong enough to win against her, she found that kind of exciting and motivating. That's one of the reasons why she got stronger. Throughout this, eventually, they had a lot of sparring, and eventually, he took the initiative to ask her out in the first place. She was a bit suspicious about it, because she just assumed that he assumed that she wanted a litter, but it turned out over the next few months, as he puts it, that it just had a connection. They became really good friends, and soon more. He stepped down as the, I believe the correct term is his surrogate father for a bunch of these litters that have been born here and there, and another individual was selected, an older fellow, maybe in his 40s. And that's when they became a couple, Saya and him. She doesn't explain any explicit whatsoever, but she does give the hint of that they did spar quite a lot afterwards, and whoever won got some fun afterwards. You get the feeling of that, but she doesn't say it. It's stuff like, if you win, you buy dinner. I buy dinner, rather.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
If you win, you buy dinner.
No, my bad.
Go on.
then explains how they've been together for quite a while and just went about their stuff. They quite quickly became known as the power couple within their tribe because both of them were the best fighters that were around. And whenever they sparred, people tend to stay away. As in, there was no one watching their combat because their abilities became quite, what's the word? AoE in the way they fought. She explained that eventually she actually learned how to use her maneuvers, her, well, legendary actions as you guys have seen them. But she explained how she eventually learned those, and once those took hold, he fell behind. She became too powerful for him to ever win. That didn't exactly stop their sparring, it just meant that she usually just won. While it made her prideful, it also seemed to make her slightly sad. She never, in these sparrings, she never mentions her aura, though. Which still can be felt, by the way, when you're sitting in the room with her. It's not as oppressively heavy as when you first met her, or when you were in combat with her, but nevertheless you still feel it while having these conversations. She tells you stories of how they prepared for war. There was a lot to be done, a lot of the tribes to be kept together. A lot of the, and this kind of surprises you, a lot of the elves that were in the area, those who came from Thashi and the surrounding cities, did actually join in on the efforts because they wanted to protect their own cities. She mentions nothing really of Lake Ador, because it's just a lake, why would you? So you get the
Sorry,
feeling...
how do I spell Tashi again? Tashi.
It's on the map.
Yeah, I need to look it up.
T-H-A apostrophe S-I-I. And so, they brought a bunch of the forces together and eventually marched for war. She doesn't tell you too many things of the preparations themselves, but just that they trained people, they trained each other, they just had less time for each other. They didn't drift apart per se, they just got really busy. When it came to the war itself, because they were the key fighters and incredibly powerful compared to most others, they didn't fight near each other. For one thing, that could cause, you know, AoE, and secondly, just because it was really valuable to have really powerful fighters in different places to keep key structures and key locations. So they fought to each their own. And she doesn't remember much after that. She had battles, won by far most of them, but she remembers seeing some weird creature at one point, and after that she remembers nothing. Some weird purple-white, reddish-blue creature.
Okay. Did she mention when they get married?
She did not.
I would ask about it. So I thought you two were married, weren't you?
That was the idea, yes. But unfortunately there was never time for it. Not
so you
that it
were
mattered too
engaged.
much within our tribes, but I know that surrounding civilization could put quite a value on that. He and I were partners, and that was enough for me. I do not know if anyone else thought we were supposed to get married.
I mean, one of the stories I've heard about Corin was that he took an early wife. So
All
I just
things
assumed.
considered, that is not too surprising. Considering that he was the surrogate father for, well, more litters than I'd like, it is not too surprising that that sort of thing would emerge.
But they just assumed that you were married. That
Because after that, he took on no more surrogates,
Makes
positions.
Makes sense. Okay. You don't know any stories about the battles he was in, or about his legacy, or something like that?
Unfortunately, I was MIA by far most of the time that these stories supposedly were happening.
Good. Well, I think it should help. And hopefully the spell can give us more. And after probably hours of chatting with her, I'll cast Legend Law on Corin.
Alright.
Which costs me a lot of money. Where do I have my ingredients?
money.
Consumable
And,
ingredients
money.
for Legend Law. Now I only have one left.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You know it ignores cold resistance and turns 1s into 2 for cold damage.
Yes, I know.
What?
Amazing.
Such a peculiar spell.
Okay, I need to read this a bit more thoroughly. The Legend Law spell.
Yeah. I'm just editing the loot. There we go.
Information you learn is accurate, but might be coached. The hell? Coached? I don't know. Okay. So as I'm reading this, there are essentially 3 different pieces of information you can get from this.
Yeah.
That forgotten stories, current stories, or secret lore.
Mm-hmm. And I get the more information depending on what I already know.
Yes.
Or more accurate information.
Let's see. I've never actually had this cast in any of my games. I'm currently considering, because it could be hilarious, for me anyway, to have you choose between which of the 3 you'd like to know. But that might also be a little bit gatekeepy expensive.
Yeah,
So
that's
maybe not.
25 gold per cast.
So maybe not. Okay. Well, let's do it in order of time, because it's easier that way.
Okay.
So, let's see here. Where to begin? We'll begin around Vulcan's Landing, I suppose. The Vidanians, and this will be mostly from the perspective of Corin himself.
Yeah.
The Vidanians invaded, and they started around where Vulcan's Landing is right now. By far most of them were Elven and human. There were a bunch of humanoids, such as the Warforged, but not too many.
Mostly elven and humans. Mm.
And they brought with them the Warforged, a race not seen on this continent before.
Mm-hmm.
They landed and actually took over Vulcan's Landing surprisingly quickly, all things considered. And from what Corin understood at the time, they were the ones that constructed that seaside defense, the massive wall with cannons on it that you guys saw when you first arrived there. That seemingly was not there back when Corin was about to defend Vulcan's Landing.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time the Beast tribes and their allies actually got to Vulcan's Landing, it was fortified surprisingly well, and the Vidanians had employed a lot of their new technology that these people had not really seen much. The siege upon Vulcan's Landing itself wasn't too difficult, but it did cost a lot of lives just because of the fact that the Vidanians had weapons that the Beast tribes and their allies had not seen before. The Dragonfire cannons and Dragon Roar cannons, 2 different types.
Oh, wait. I'm not a punch typer in that regard. Yeah. Okay, they lost a lot of lives because of the technology. Mm-hmm.
So when it came to actually invading it, they got beaten back the first time. Lost a lot of people for basically no advance, simply because of the new technology that the Vidanians had not really shown that they had yet. But since they had time, not that much time, but enough time, to set up, it became quite a bloodbath.
Oh, yeah.
So the Beast tribes and their allies had to fall back and attempt to make another attempt. However, the Vidanians, being very quick and quite well armed, actually made a counter-strike quite quickly. In the ensuing battles, Corin, for instance, found out that he can deflect cannonballs, something that was hilarious to most of the people,
Made
because monk. It's a projectile, so it counts.
This bitch deflect missiles and cannonball? Holy fuck.
Yeah,
um,
technically all monks can.
yeah, got it.
I don't know where I got to at this point.
They made a counterattack
Cool
to the
monkey shit.
Guardians, and Corin learned to deflect cannonballs.
But he learned that he could. That's the much learned.
Yes.
And point is, he could do it.
Yes.
So they started advancing the Verdanians. Having more and more ships arrive with more and more people and technology, they essentially started out manning the beast tribes and the allies at this point. Assuming that it hadn't been, didn't need to be a massive war, they didn't exactly have infinite personnel on the beast tribe sides, while the Verdanians just kept sending more ships. Like a giant conga line of death towards the continent. So, with the technology advantage and the fact that by far most of the beast tribes did not have the range that they needed and didn't really have the greatest of potential to win in this particular war, they got beaten back quite far. So they lost land. Around the time that they got beaten back to Trouden, Corin, among others, realized that they needed to do something drastic to win this. So him and his general, and a bunch of their more skilled individuals, decided that needed to actually hit their generals and such. So they attempted to do just that in Vulcan's Landing.
Got it.
They, however, never got there. And this is where you have a slight flashback to something you've actually seen, Calasila has seen herself. Those 5 warforged that fought off the dragon. One of them seemed to be quite skilled in assassination and actually got to Corin way before any of this planned stuff happened. So the Tower of the Beast Tribes was assassinated by those.
Wait, one of the Warforged
Oh shit.
that we saw
Wait a minute.
fighting dragon. Got to. He killed Corin.
Yes.
Well, and I know that this looked exactly like one of the Warforged that I've seen before.
Not exactly, no.
Or-
It looked like an earlier model of it. I said it would be the same, but it has been upgraded since. This is why I would send you a picture, but my net is shit at the moment.
Yeah, don't worry. Maybe.
So can't do that.
Okay, got it.
And that essentially led to the war efforts completely crumbling. That's about where the Forgotten Story ends. So we'll move on to current tale. With the death of Corin and his war efforts, a number of things was left behind. Syra Sanji, who went to MIA during all the combat, just vanished. Seemingly taken by the creatures beyond. Left behind was some of his insurgents that was preparing this upcoming attack in Vulcan's Landing, now known as the Masquerade.
Welcomes. Here's the Masquerade. That's the thief skill, right?
Yep.
Right. Masquerade. Google said I spelled it correctly. Google said I spelled it correctly.
Alright. Led by one of their chief assassins.
Second. That. Does it have a name?
Probably, but this doesn't tell you.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so that was there. Let's take a look at my own stuff. The beast tribes and their allies were then beaten back by far most of the elven folk were taking a distance at this point because they didn't really participate. It was only really the cities that were around the area. An entire city, for instance, went lost, got destroyed rather, just south of where the Conqueror's Pass is right now. Mostly because they didn't want to give up.
South of the. Okay, gotcha.
The beast tribes themselves were exiled into the desert, and a massive magical barrier was erected.
Got it?
Mostly by using Verdalian technology. Not too much else is current when it comes to Korn's story, other than he's dead. That is confirmed. As for secret lore, there really isn't that much else. Korn kept a very open life. He was the general of their forces. Well, the supreme general, I suppose is the best word. But he didn't really give any secrets. The biggest secret he ever held on to was just the fact that he loved Sire. But like, even that wasn't really a secret.
Gotcha. Damn.
All that Calasil somehow learns and notes down in 10 minutes, despite taking significantly more than 10 minutes to explain. Not actually that much more, it took 12 minutes-ish.
Well, Calasil is a lot better at note taking than I am.
Well, you had to take all the notes after learning this.
Yeah.
But it kind
She
of
can
fits with the
remember
real life
shit.
time and the cast time, actually. It's close.
Hmm.
But yeah, after the spell, with at this point Tachi just sort of being kind of bored. He's been listening to all the stories because he's interested in knowing things, but he looks bored. And Sire is expectantly looking at you as you come back out of the trance-like state.
Oh. Okay. I'm so sorry. He died. Assassinated by one of the Warforged.
That is
And
not too surprising.
Hmm?
That is not too surprising.
Aye. And I tell her what I've learned about the plan that they had and the Warforged.
I assume by Warforged you mean the assassination and the fact that they fought back a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I think I've seen that for Warforged before, but it looked a lot upgraded than in the vision that I've gotten. It was
So
in
both
like
of the sides had the
Slender-
same idea at the same time.
Hmm?
Both of the sides had the same idea at the same time. Not too
Wait.
surprising.
Wait.
That is a shame, but I do know there are magic that can bring people back from a century of death. I'm not concerned just yet.
Wait.
This one Taiji looks over and just goes, "So you want to bring back your dead husband? Well, not quite husband, your dead partner from a century of death. How are you going to do that?" To which Saya just looks back at him, scoffs essentially. I will find a way.
Do you need the body for that? Or his grave at least?
I do not know.
I mean, when that happened, they were beaten back to Trauden, so maybe that's a good position to start your search.
There is great information to have. Although I do need to learn more about the spell and who can cast it before I understand what I need to do.
Oui.
But I suppose it would be nice to know. She kind of smiles at this point. You also notice that the same thing that Midori noticed the other day. She has very sparkly eyes, and she's just kind of pretty when she's smiling. Well, I'm curious what else you can learn with this sort of magic, she says, while locking eyes with you for a moment and looking over at Tachi. There are so many new things that would be interesting, wouldn't you think?
I feel like I'm missing something here.
You can roll inside if you like.
Yes, please. Yes. Yes, Mom. Nope.
See, I've got an idea of what they mean, and it's a good idea and a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't want to I mean, if you're referring to the otherworldly creatures, I do not want to do that on them.
I do not know that I'll bring any results, but there are always information to be gained.
Yeah, and sanity to be lost.
She looks confused at this moment. We are not talking about the same thing, are we?
I don't know.
Well, seems that I have preparations to be made.
I'm having such big trouble understanding you with that accent, John.
Fuck's sake.
I'm sorry.
She just said that she seems like she has a lot of preparations to be made.
Okay. Wait. And I think we will also be leaving probably today or tomorrow. Probably today.
Tachi pipes
if we
up.
can.
Oh, where are you going?
Eri?
Oh. Alright. Heard that should be an interesting place to be.
Oh, wait. Yeah. So we won't be back for quite a while.
Alright. Well, good luck in your travels.
Let's see.
Did you sort of look at you for a while, waiting for you to leave?
I'm leaving?
Get out of here.
Awkward
I'm leaving.
room
I
temperature for a
said I'm
moment, then
leaving.
Kilocil gets up and leaves. The door is closed behind you, and you exit the place.
Yeah, and I'll search for Neil. So, go to the others. I mean, I know exactly where Neil is.
At all times.
Well, I don't know where he is, but I can just ask him as long as he's in a kilometer.
Indeed, which it would be. Who wanna go next?
We could go next. Who's with me?
Who's with me?
Everybody but Usuria, because you need a babysitter.
Yeah.
So don't stub your toe, because if you do, you'll fucking die.
Wait, what?
You're fucked up, right?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
here to babysit the two of you.
Are you like?
Well,
Are you?
that-
Are you and Tempest making like a shield wall around me wherever I go?
Get down, Mrs. President.
I picture you both wearing shades right now and suits.
Well,
just
that-
like-
I've got the beanie on.
Look, hold on. Like, we'll not have to babysit you. You have to help. Hold on, you have a little schmutz, and I start wiping her face.
Here comes the aeroplane.
Wait, what am I eating?
I don't know.
You hold him like a scorpion or something. Like, what the?
Alright. What are we doing? I'm keeping the beanie on, by the way.
I want
What are we
to
doing?
try and find something that's gonna help me not die.
Sure.
Let's
Where are
go
we going to
to
find
the
that?
Armory?
Fucking okay.
We're just gonna cover Midori in bubble wrap.
No, we did have all that metal that we kind of sold.
Yeah.
Could have used that.
Well,
couldn't have we?
that's for it back. And I don't
We
know.
should have brought Ursula there along. Isn't he kind of like he knows about armor and stuff?
Yeah, there's not a lot of armor any of us can wear.
Except
You
for
don't need
Midori.
armor.
I sent a message to Ursula.
Just get used to that 5 minutes after we left him.
Hey, armor. What do?
Can't talk right now. Busy.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's being shot at. Like, no, I can't-
Literally
He's
standing
running.
out on the field, running at people while they're shooting arrows rather at him.
shooting.
Imagine like he's on the phone like in the middle of a battle. Like,
Can you even reach him?
Can I? I think I can.
He's like
Message,
5
no,
feet away
probably
from
not.
him.
Oh,
Unless you need a bind, then yeah, no.
yeah.
Unless this is immediately as we're leaving.
So how's it going?
Haven't left yet.
No response.
Bitch is ignoring me.
Well, it's.
He left.
I
me
mean,
unread.
we know where to buy the armor. We were there before. So let's just go and. I mean, we kind of sold the metal, but we'll find some other shit. I'm pretty sure we'll have stuff.
Do we still have money?
Oh yeah, that thing.
There's money.
Oh fuck, we have a lot of money.
50 gold of that is reserved.
Oh come on.
50 gold of
for
that is
order.
reserved.
Fucking fine, jeez.
I mean, I feel like we're going to find better magic stuff in the alley, since that's kind of the magic-y place.
You that's a good point. Maybe we should. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to the area. Do you think we'll get beat the fuck up if we go there?
I mean,
We get
hopefully
beat
not
the
with
fuck up
my
wherever we go.
That is true. Do you think you can wait? Maybe you can get something better. I mean,
Wait.
like I could. I mean, if you really need the help, if you're worried, I could lend you something.
I mean, when you
For-
say not die, what are you looking for? You might need to be a little more specific.
I don't know, just something that's gonna kind of help me with like my overall well-being.
Okay, I have a suggestion. Okay,
Okay.
whilst you're in this fucked up state, I can lend you something that may help you, but I might want it back. Okay,
Okay.
take off.
My
What are they
pants.
called? No, no, no,
No.
no, no, no.
I take off my fur.
I take off my socks. That's-
Ah, he's naked.
No, no, no. It's not what it looks
Reveals a
like.
human man inside a costume.
Human.
It's an exoskeleton. I was a warhorse all along.
What is this item called?
Prepared to die.
All right, you don't wear armor, right? You kind of like have that mage shit.
It's not shit. It's
Well, no, sorry, it's like cool. Like, yeah, but it's like it's nothing like what I do. But anyway,
Well, yeah.
I take off my braces of defense. So this should work on you.
Can I wear that along with my gloves of anti-death ray?
The braces.
Oh yeah. Okay then.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that will make you. You're not gonna have more like vitality, but like people will hit you less, maybe.
That'd be
Isn't that
nice.
what you want? Yeah, take
Yeah.
them for as long as you need, I suppose.
Thank you.
I am somewhat certain that the magic armor also counts, but I'll double check it. Because I'm not entirely
it
sure.
just says-
It's no armor, right?
Is when you're wearing armor, so I don't know if you count magic armor as wearing armor.
See, that's the thing, I don't remember the phrasing of the item itself.
Because the mage armor also states if you're not wearing armor.
Yeah, I
So
think they
it
have the
can't
same
be wearing
definition.
armor because then you would be wearing armor.
Yeah, that's
I don't
not
think
the
it
one I
counts
was
as
thinking of. I was
armor.
thinking of if the magic armor itself counts as armor, that's the point.
I don't think it counts because wizards don't have proficiency in any armor, yet they can cast spells while
Yeah.
using their
Exactly. There's a couple of things at play in here. But the one I really need to check is the item itself. And I've forgotten what it's actually named.
It's
Braces of defense.
Right, it's braces.
It
like
just says,
the one that's
while wearing
over.
these bracers, you gain a +2 bonus to your AC if you're wearing no armor and using no shield.
You're using
Yeah,
a shield.
then it does
by any
work.
chance?
No.
Fully.
So,
Okay. There you go. For the time being.
thank
Wearing
you.
no armor. The wearing part is what cements it, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause technically it
Oh.
is armor, but it's not worn per se.
Wait, how do I fix my AC? How do I do this?
I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I'm trying to do.
You probably had to make your armor down and where your armor is.
Uncheck it. Because it's probably an item and you can uncheck it.
Or even easier, just add a shield. That'll automatically do exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Or I can just drag a shield from the compendium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
say dumb shit, but it'll just be the same functionality.
Alright, I've lost 2 AC, but you have gained 2. That's a good trade.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rename it, Ruth, afterwards. Otherwise, you think, why do I have a shield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. I have the unarmed defense thing, and I've edited that.
Protective magical force. Yeah, this definitely works. It does synergize. Nice.
Good.
I've checked all the possible sources.
Once my character sheet decides to load, I will put it in.
Good.
Alright, problem solved. You still want to look? I mean,
know.
yeah, you can't wear armor now, but
I did
wearing
say I
armor,
wanted.
bitches.
I did say I wanted to do some target practice at Usala, so
Yeah, right.
we could do that.
And yeah,
That
I
sounds
was going to go. If you don't need me for shopping, I was going to go there too. So
Let's all go. Why not?
I
I'd say-
get to throw Eldritch Blasts at him.
Hey Midori,
Yeah.
when's the thing coming along?
Oh, actually, that reminds me. Wait a minute.
What?
We get to see
You're
that.
sitting on it.
You're saying.
You're sitting on it.
I'm sitting on my magical tablet.
I pull out a horse plushie from between my butt cheeks.
Oh,
What?
No.
No.
Shit.
I'm not going to make the joke. Then I'm not going to ask why.
Yeah, but he is a small.
I didn't think this through. I didn't
This
think
isn't what I
Is
ordered.
it a unicorn?
Hey Tempest,
Wait, I
Wait.
didn't make this.
fuck up. Don't look. Please.
Kevin's like already walking away. What?
Okay, what? Nothing. Oh, I put it away. Thanks. Let's
Give
go.
me a second.
Wait, the what? There's more?
I'll give it to you. Like I'll show you when we get like back to like where we're resting. Okay.
Okay.
I left
Cool.
it back in the room. I thought I had it here.
Are
You're
you
sitting
sitting
on
on it?
No. I'm trying to like send the image to Discord and having some issues.
Ah,
Alright,
fair.
Confused. Okay.
Shoot
So
some
where are you
shit.
walking again? Also,
Going
we can
to
barely
find-
hear you now, Ruth.
Oh, going to find where Ursula is. I can shoot.
We're going
some
back to
at
the archery place where they were shooting the other day.
Alright, all three of you.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I'm down to watch.
So you find some of the younger individuals that need training and such. The one guy who seemingly got into it, and the one other girl who's, against her better judgment, also getting into shooting arrows at this old fella who keeps running at people. But, you know, most of them seem to have shied away and just trying normal target practice, while a couple of these young people are just enjoying shooting arrows at Usalia again and again and again. I'll roll a
Hey!
few attacks here. In a sec.
My turn.
Just as a cheeky snipe from like 120
No.
feet away.
But I just Eldritch blast you in the arse. Like,
Both the two students look over at Midori. Oh, so we're gonna shoot at you now?
no, I'm shooting at him.
Oh, okay.
Also, Neil is standing next to Zulia.
Neil, move.
You're going to come back and Neil's just going to be peppered with arrows.
Well, a lot of the shots
Oh,
did
she's
miss, so there's a good chance that he's taking a lot of damage already.
No!
Not let Callisto know.
There's just a pile of feathers where he was.
Or was Usulia smart enough to tell him to stay somewhere?
I mean, I would have told him to not be on the field.
Like while you're running at people, he's just running alongside you like, this is fun.
Running up and down.
This is
All
fun.
play,
Why are we
all
running?
play.
Yeah, I'll just stand next to the other shooters and get two Eldritch blasts in my hand like, come at me.
You really want to do this?
Yes.
Okay. Start charging.
Roll
I
an
start
attack.
playing battle music.
Roll your attacks, Midori.
Dun.
The female archer also hits Usulia this time.
Ooh! Ooh!
Jesus.
Oh wait, no, only two. Ignore the
Push
last
it
one.
back. Push.
I just do like I'm like being all fancy about it, like I'm doing like a twirl in the air and like letting one go and then one from like between my legs, like.
Oh, so you have disadvantage in the second one.
No.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
disadvantage
practicing
on both
my fancy
then.
throws. I want to look cool.
For a performance, I guess.
That's not.
So I take 27 points.
It doesn't. It looks clunky, if nothing else.
I will get better at this. Come on, old man. They sound like
And you
fireworks. for
take
some
another
reason.
4 from one of the arrows. And from previous
Okay.
training as well, by the way.
And he get.
You
he
take
gets
another
pushed-
12.
He
Okay.
gets pushed back 10 feet as well.
The first one hit.
Twice.
Oh, wait.
So minus 12, minus 4.
27 damage on the board.
Let you know if you need healing. And I'll go.
That's a
I'm
total of 39, 43 damage.
What?
Your challenge is to tackle me.
Well, wasn't really expecting it to get here, but that's pretty accurate.
See if you can get to me before I hit you. Come on, chicken.
If you need healing.
I'll,
I mean, you've
I'll
probably
back up. I'll back up 40 feet. And then I'll charge again.
Go ahead. Shoot at him.
Shoot him!
Shoot!
Yeah, to us at this point, I take my step back, just taking a look at what the fuck is going on. Kinda curious.
Oh.
Oh,
Still hit.
Okay, so it's a hit, another push back forward, which means you cannot quite get to her.
Nope.
6 more damage.
I know you can do better than that. Midori's having way too much fun right now.
Alright, I think that's enough.
Oh, come on. We're just getting started.
I was just training with arrows, not eldritch blasts at the moment.
Doesn't making the stakes higher like make you like do shit better? Right?
I mean, yeah, that's true, but I also don't want to be out for the rest of the day.
I mean, with
I wouldn't let that happen. I'm not trying to kill you.
yet.
I'm trying to make you. I'm trying to make you faster and stronger.
One of the young individuals comes over. So, that was supposed to shoot at you, right? The point at Midori. Your time to run?
I just turn around. There's like 2 arrows in my arse. Like, oh.
No, there's not.
Yes, yeah, your next lesson. Shoot this one. Madry, run.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm enjoying watching this, honestly.
I'm just gonna start sprinting and like jumping and doing fancy little spins and rolls and shit. In reality, I face plant the sand, but let's do it.
Good shot.
I'm gonna knock my heavy crossbow back.
Heavy crossbow.
I'm just gonna like make eye contact with him, like motherfucker.
I'll bonus right at the storm on it as well.
You might kill me, dude.
We'll
she's
do,
fine.
let's say, 30 seconds of her running before she realizes you made a huge mistake. That's 5 rounds.
She's gonna die.
You might kill me.
Your AC
mate.
is 17 right now, right?
Yeah, should be.
You might want to change that on your name so we can see it displayed.
You know,
How do I change my name again? Sorry.
Top right.
go
On the
to
cog,
Cog
yeah.
wheel.
In the cog.
Vicky.
What?
Not the cock wheel, the cog wheel.
Why would you? Why?
Because Vicky.
Hey! I
Nah,
stopped
just a giggle.
saying that word because people misunderstood me.
Does heavy crossbow have loading?
I believe so,
all
yes.
processed.
Yes.
It does. Okay, so just make one attack.
You'll have 3 total in the 30 seconds.
Oh, 3 attacks.
I believe. Loading
Oh.
is an action, if I recall.
It just means you can only do one attack per
Yeah,
round,
I thought it was
Oh,
only one
okay.
attack if it's got loading.
unless
Alright.
you have crossbow expert.
I haven't seen a crossbow used in ages because that basic shit.
Because of exactly this reason.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen someone use crossbows.
Next character's gonna use the crossbow.
With
Yeah, heavy
Crossbow Master.
loading.
Okay. So just what?
Is it still 3 attacks
One
or?
piece of animation from
5
when you
attacks
use your
then.
action, bonus action, or reaction to fire, regardless of number of attacks. Okay, you get 5 still. You still get 5, you just can't shoot more than 5 in 5 rounds. So yeah, go ahead. Shoot at her 5 times.
5 times.
Oh, by the way, the 5 of the 10 shots fired by the 2 archers, Midori, does hit, and one of them is a crit.
I'm gonna say out of range, but near enough that if she goes down, I can just run it and make sure she doesn't fucking instant.
I got it. No,
No, I'm here too, you know.
Right, first one misses.
I just...
That one definitely misses.
Oh.
That's a natural one.
Roll me a d100 for that crit fail.
A D100.
You shit, old man.
99.
Wow!
You're fine, no ill effect.
Okay.
Big number.
Third one was 27.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
So,
An extra 4.
so 8, 9,
11.
10, 11. Yep.
Okay, that was
3.
1, 2, 3. Yep, 2 more. 14. No.
Nope.
17. That is the AC.
Yep.
Just barely hits.
17.
Hang on.
That's 28 from Ursula.
Yep.
And I'll give
That's
you the
it.
damage from the 2 archers.
Don't worry, Midori. We're here to spot you. If you fall, you'll hit the floor, but I mean you won't die. So
I'm just like, that was a cheap shot.
400 max range. No.
41 in total from the 2 archers.
I am down.
As you are significantly easier to hit than Ursula is.
Go in and just like
you know. Good job, Midori. Good game.
Plus you're frolicking around, there's just shot after shot. Just getting pelted.
I put a potion. I give her a potion.
Tempest already healed
You got
her.
it. You got it.
So
41
this
points
all
of
look over
damage.
at Ursula. Was he supposed to fall over?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. She had it coming. It's fine.
Good job, guys. You did well.
I'm just laying
Great,
on my
yeah,
back, like,
great, okay. The 2 younger ones walk over. We're supposed to help pull those out. Just covered in arrows and bolts at this point.
It's fine. She can do it. She's a big girl.
I don't
Okay.
know why we did this, but I'm happy we did.
I'm gonna go teach those one to not very good. And I'm gonna try to teach them my hit and run style.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just like gonna lift my hand up, like, Ursula, can you give me a hand, please?
Yeah, here you go. Pull her up.
I'm gonna try and pull him down.
No, let's see how that
Oh.
Athletics contest. Go ahead.
Oh no.
No.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Yo, poets.
They're both just babies.
But Ursula is, in that moment, better rooted than she is.
Can I try and hook my
She's-
leg under his and
She's still woozy from being unconscious.
You trying to what? Grapple him?
I'm trying to like sweep my leg under his leg and like bring him to the floor basically.
That is essentially the same as a trip attack, which is an athletics, not a grapple check. So Ursula athletics or acrobatics, and Midori athletics again. So you actually completely miss him and accidentally end up twisting your foot, taking 1 point of damage.
If you knock yourself unconscious again, I swear.
Oh, you were teaching that damage.
As she tries to knock me down, I'll like jump, flick backwards, have my sword out ready and just have it towards her neck.
Tempest holds up a
While she's
9
on the
card.
ground. Just in her face, just like,
Nice try.
and then pull her back up.
The temptation. Yeah, no, not gonna do it.
People's elbow.
You know, I can only do this 2 more times today.
I got it. No good questions.
Wait, did you say your sword was in my face, or you were like right up in my face?
The sword was at your neck, and I was in your face.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna do it. I want to do it, but I
I'll
want
just,
to.
I'll just pull you back up.
I'm gonna lick his nose.
Well, Medora's decapitated.
Shit.
Ollie,
Ugh, your breath stinks.
I brushed this morning. Fuck you.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, well, you've got dog breath.
Yeah, and yours seems to be worse. Get
You
up.
guys leave the vicious mockery to me and Kushma.
I don't talk, I just shout. So that's the point. You gotta get the fuck up.
I'm up.
I was pulling her up.
I'm like trying to, you know, when someone goes dead weight, like,
He just goes limp in his arm.
Man, I don't know what to think.
Well, are we done pissing around for today?
It's all a bit of fun, come on. Just like
Yes.
pulling the pincushion arrows out of me. Nice shot, by the way.
Yeah, I could say the same for you too.
Thank you. I'm going to dust myself off and try and walk away all sassy, but probably limping a little bit.
You seemed a bit harder to hit. What's going on there?
Nothing. I just like flash my wrists at him and keep walking.
Why are you wearing those? Are they
'Cause I'm-
Bishmas?
Yes.
Well, I suppose it makes sense. Anyway,
Just a precaution.
yeah, understandable. I mean, are we still waiting around until Calasil's done, or are you planning to meet her?
Wasn't Calasil on her way here? Did she get here while this was happening?
She was, but when all timing is taken into account, it'll still be at least an hour, maybe more, before she's
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because she was talking
Okay.
for a while with Saya. But for the sake of hilarious timing, isn't Calasil about to get here? He says, and she's just walking up in the distance, well, flying up in the distance.
Hi guys.
I'm
Speak
just
of the
still
angel.
pulling arrows. I'm still pulling arrows out myself. Like, hey, ow!
Hi, Michelle. You missed the fun.
Oh, I see what happened.
Just sparring. Also,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Sparring.
I'm gonna go up to Calasil and be like, just like really like shyly and be like, "This is a weird question, but can you check if my breath smells?"
Check if her breath smells.
I'm just like going.
For everybody else, it just looks weird.
I,
I mean-
really don't know what to think.
I think you ate one of the smelly cheeses, but other than that, it's fine.
Oh, he was.
Tempest just sees Midori and Calasil's faces really close together, and his eyebrow goes up.
Oh damn it!
So how did it go?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Probably we should talk somewhere privately.
We could go back to our room. One of our
Wait.
rooms.
Wait.
So this is over, one of the younger says.
Did I say it was over? Get back to shooting!
Oh.
Okay. They don't seem to take to your style, by the way. They both seem to already have accustomed to range and stuff. But
Well, I was helping the other ones that Usulir wasn't helping.
oh, they all suck.
And I was trying to be like, hey, keep on the balls of your feet, keep moving.
A lot of them fall over. They're really terrible. Most of them don't care.
You suck.
Okay.
At least try to look cool while you're doing it, jeez.
So, as a group, where are you going? What are you gonna do?
To our rooms.
To the rooms.
Oh, yeah, if we go there, I
Yeah,
can.
we go back to the room.
Kushma, quick, come with me.
Yes, please, thank you.
I'm gonna like.
We're not doing anything.
No. It's gonna take. I'm
As
gonna
I
take
walk
it to my.
Uh,
Take it. I take it to my room as I like go to the door and look back. I'm like winking at everyone.
You're making it even better.
I eyebrow wiggle.
Remind everybody that she's called him brother for several months.
I do. What are you doing, step bro?
Look, I'm not going to kink shame anybody.
I do finger crossbows at Tempest.
It must be like the
Finger crossbows back.
Anyway, like, hey, wait a second. I'm just gonna
okay, yeah.
rummage through my shit, and then I'm gonna pull out.
In a pile in the corner.
Here. Here you are.
Oh!
I'm afraid I didn't have much to make it with, so I just used some old sacks and like.
No, it's fine.
I found some hay in my shoes. I don't know how it got there, but I stuffed it with that.
Strange, but it's okay.
So, I mean, maybe even Dudley had some of this hay, so it's a bit of him.
Oh, wow. Tail is nice. Scratchy.
Yeah,
you know.
I made the tail out of like some of my yarn, so it's not too bad, hopefully.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Roll a sleight of hand. Oh god, is he gonna fall apart now?
Please.
But it looks so good.
Ooh.
That's pretty well done.
Nice.
Pretty well made.
This is really nice. He's here. Thank you.
Yeah,
Don't tell anyone about this, please.
I
please.
won't.
Yeah, I will just,
What I was tempted to say is that it's life size.
Actually, we're gonna leave that here. You realize that, yeah?
I know it's a small version of Dudley, but I just the image of him trying to inconspicuously get this like giant stuff into his room when no one's seeing.
I mean, the eyes are nice. He's... Sorry. Yeah, it's really nice.
Is that the jungle skunk?
Well, right. Anyway, yeah, we should go before they get the idea.
It's fine, but they know we're not doing anything. What are we?
Oh,
I can hear him from here.
If it were.
Yes. You don't tell anyone.
I won't. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Thanks.
No
Thanks.
worries.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Put it
We'll
away.
go back into the other room.
yes, I did not see it coming. I mean, I always thought, it would be useful, but, I'm glad to be wrong. I'm happy for them.
What about Ursula?
Oh, wow, that's
Nothing.
quick. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Is Ursula there?
Yes, and we don't care.
Midori blushes and is like,
So,
smelling her breath every now and then.
thanks. Anyway, so we're going to. What are we doing now?
So, first of all, I'm gonna tell them everything that I've learned from Saya about Corin and the legend lore and everything.
Mhm.
So I hope you have been taking notes. Good.
A lot.
Those robot things are really messed up, huh?
I
The
mean,
term robot doesn't exist yet.
Those metal men things.
yeah.
I just invented it. That's what I'm going to call them.
The new word rowboat.
We had one back on my ship. He used to roll a lot.
So apparently, Saya wants to revive him now, but she needs something very high level for that, and she has no idea how that will work.
Pretty sure that's beyond anyone we know.
But yeah, so you planning on going to the area next? Also, while we are discussing this, I'm going to start a short rest.
Yeah, I need to get my hit points.
You
back
guys,
up.
yeah, you guys chill.
I'm
You're
gonna
going to
roll my hit dice.
Sure.
So I can send a message or a couple of messages to the area and see if you're allowed in.
Probably to tell them someone's coming. And make sure that it works and we're not going to die horribly as soon as we get there.
Yeah, fair.
It'd be a really quick end to this campaign.
Yeah, just a bit.
It's like,
Okay.
the fuck is... That is the weirdest sound a fox has ever made. Sorry, there's a fox outside my house. It's just...
I want a fox. Luna, shut up.
Luna, it's adorable, but please.
And I'm not just sitting in the windowsill going nuts.
Okay. Good, then I'm gonna send a message there. Do we still have anything left to do here? No?
No, I don't
Perfect.
think so.
I think we're ever going to have enough time to properly train all those archers. Shakes his head.
Some are a bit lost, to be fair.
So I'm gonna send a message to my main teacher. I think that was the female one, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her a message.
It's time to mute.
What the fuck?
Trillin.
Kushma, what did you eat?
What for the farting?
I slide away from Krishma.
Just poisoning the entire room. Everybody roll con saves.
Really?
No.
This is what I'm gonna send. Galasilia, we have important information for you to discuss in person. Are we allowed to teleport to the teleportation circle on the area today?
Okay. I'll not type it out, I'll just hope I hit around 25 or so, as usual. You get the message back. While I would love to do a heavenly awesome female sounding voice, I cannot. For fairly awesome.
I'd already started counting. I thought that was
For fairly obvious bass voice reasons. But hearing her voice kind of for fuck's sake, my own is going nuts. Excuse me for a moment. There we go, that helped. But hearing her voice again is very nostalgic in the way that she's tutored you for quite a while, and you spend a lot of time on the area. So hearing her again is just kind of nice. You are one of the few that have any blessing whatsoever to arrive at the area. So of course, we welcome you back. Your allies, though. ...
I send them another sending. What about my allies?
You know as well as anybody that those who are up in the area are those who have the ability to climb the area. Others may not stay.
And I was sending. Are they allowed to be here for a bit so that we can relay the important information? And after they leave again?
Would that I could grant such a blessing, but the magic is not mine. It's an old enchantment. They have to climb by their own means.
Okay, that's free sendings gone.
She actually sends us sending to you, because she has a spell as well, to follow up what she said. However, if the conversation can be held somewhat short-lived, the teleportation room will, and she sends another one, be a place to do so. as there is no such restriction within those walls. She sends them back to back.
Yeah. On the last one, I just answer. The conversation might be short-lived, but I can't perform the teleportation spell today again.
Slight lags back on my end. What do you say?
I basically said that the conversation would be short-lived, but I wouldn't be able to recast the teleportation to get us out of there.
Okay. She answers back. I'm not sure who's sending at this point, but there's plenty
I
of
can
sendings to
mark
go
off a
around.
full spell if you want. I'm marking off a full spell.
Okay. Within the confines of the teleportation room, you can stay for a while. It shouldn't be an issue.
Okay. Okay, I relate to the group. So basically, we could go there, chat with her, but you guys would need to stay in the teleportation room till we can get out of there. Because only you don't have the magical blessing that would allow you to be on the area.
What's the blessing required?
Climbing the tree.
I mean,
I could technically climb it, couldn't I?
True, but we would need to get to the base of the tree, which will take us weeks.
Oh, jeez.
So we could teleport there, have our discussion in the teleportation room, stay there for a night, and then teleport to Yanaris.
Okay.
And come back to climb the tree another time.
If that's the only way, I suppose that's what we must do.
Or
how big is the tree?
big. How big is the tree? I think it's a couple 100 meters, a kilometer height.
Bit of a difference between a couple of 100 meters and a kilometer.
Well, a kilometer is 100 meters. You know what I mean?
1000
I got
meters, yes.
confused. Yes.
That is technically correct either way.
Yes.
And yes, it is somewhere between a kilometer and a kilometer and a half tall.
Yeah.
From
So.
water surface.
I'm muted. Hello.
Hello, muted. I'm Vicky.
Right. One thing I want to check with. So the charm. So I'm assuming that's probably, unless they have like those shits on hand already, it's gonna have to take some time.
We
Probably could commission it that now when we go, right? Could we do that?
I could.
Michelle would have to.
Well, I mean, already commissioned Nightmare. So.
We could have fucking commissioned this a while ago with just sending.
Well, true, but
I feel like an idiot.
I had commissioned something from there already, and so I didn't want to send up another commission. Okay. We have a couple of options. We either teleport there. I can do our shopping while you guys stay in the teleportation room, and we depart tomorrow. Or we go there the hard way.
Will they let us
So
stay in this teleportation circle overnight?
She said the teleportation room can house us for a bit. So I assume it's a whole chamber with maybe smaller rooms, guest room, something like that.
Okay.
So when we go there, we're just here in that one room. We
Like
cannot
I said,
get to the
I've never
bottom.
visited the room, so I don't know if it's just a place with a
Okay.
couple of rooms.
Alright, so to get to the bottom, we'd have to go all the way back to like Portocente or Corbury.
I mean, we could,
It's a lot of walking.
and then we would need to buy a ship, which is a lot of expensive.
I might be able to pull strings again, but again, that's a whole other thing.
You're still a favor to that fucker. I mean, sorry, fucker is a bit rude, but you know.
He did let it sail for like a whole month on his ship.
I know, like he was actually kind of a nice guy.
Another.
I feel bad now. Shit.
I mean, we're only there at the area for a quick stop anyway, so it's not like we're staying there for long.
The other option is we could maybe ask your mother, Midori, if she could get us to Eristad, and then we could climb up there.
We could
If she
do
has
that.
the time, that would be very nice. It means we could no longer have to worry about the boat at all.
We.
It'd save us so much trouble.
And then we could earn our blessings, or you could earn your blessings, so that we can return there.
I mean, I don't know how hard it would be, but I'd be down to try. I'm pretty confident. I could do it. I mean,
Personally, I don't see much of a need to go through all of it if you can do this. Have the conversation, pick up what we need.
But we
what's
might be there for longer.
Sorry, what's the official requirement to be blessed? To just climb the tree? Or be able to get up there?
I think it's John. Would I know?
Yes. It's not super specific, but from what you've gathered and from those who do it, you don't have to specifically climb the tree. The point of it is that you can get from the base of the tree to the top of the tree. Whether you do it by flying or climbing does not matter in the slightest, as long as you do that specific trial.
Well, can we
Teleporting
just
does
use
not
Neil?
count. And using certain means might not also count, just saying.
So would Neil be out of the question? To just taxi us up there?
Yes.
Yeah, because
know
then
that.
he would get the blessing, but not
You
you.
would get the blessing, but not you, yeah.
Damn it.
If I used levitate, would I be able to carry someone up with me?
I think this is kind of you have
Well,
to do it yourself.
it causes you to have 0G effects, but your 0G does not extend to other people. It would just be you trying to
Right.
lift someone while they're literally just pulling you in any direction. You would not have any say.
But I think it would probably count for you if you use that. So
Okay.
you can easily get up there. I'm guessing here, John. Would I have any other incline to believe in that?
Well, I'll put it this way. Kelasil doesn't have levitation, nor have you ever heard of anyone using it, but that does not mean that it can't be done.
I mean, I hope it would work because it's still a spell that you cast on yourself and that is from you. Yeah, we should definitely get climbing equipment and something that can.
As you're saying
Maybe-
that, I would like you to roll me a history check.
Okay. Ooh.
I mean, you know, Kushmal is very strong, and
Ooh,
I'm
19!
very jumpy.
I mean, to be fair, I rolled a 10.
Yeah, you didn't roll below 10 for once.
yay!
The thing that you remember when you're saying that is that it's called an adamantine oak. Its surface
Oh.
extraordinarily hard.
Do I
It's not
remember
impossible to use climbing gear, but it does not make it that much easier.
I assume there are still bumps and
Oh, yeah.
smaller branches and stuff. So it would help maybe getting ropes around things and then pulling you up and making a small little camp, so to speak, to take a breather. Just to secure us on a branch.
No, we got
I mean-
tie ropes and shit.
Wait.
To like impale the oak.
And tie ropes around each other so that if one falls, they don't
Then all
die.
die.
I mean, to be fair, Neil and I will be accompanying you, and Neil can catch anyone. Better than to start anew than to die.
I think maybe for now we just visit the area as is. It might be easier.
Yeah, what are we gonna do in Yanaris?
There was something about heart, and there were also not beacons, but the raptures that Zaya was talking about.
We should close.
Wait, there was also one near the vertical corpse. I still recommend probably asking Tachi if she would teleport us to Eristad today or tomorrow. Because I think it's probably good if we have that option to safely teleport to the air whenever we need to, and you being able to walk out of there.
Thinking about
she's,
it, since we are going to be leaving
Mhm.
exile, it's going to be difficult to get a hold of Tachi where she can teleport us as well. That's what I'm thinking. So getting
Think it's
access to the full area it would be nice.
important. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Then I think we tell the whoever is employing these rooms that we are leaving. Don't forget anything. Midori, are you sure you're not sitting on anything that you're missing?
No.
Good.
Oh,
Then
my
let's not.
knitting needles. Ow.
I love you. Well, let's head to Tachi then.
Yes, it'd be nice to, at the worst case, we can say goodbye.
Oui.
Okay. Heading there doesn't take too long. You get to her big house, quickly find out that she's not in her office. So, of course, you do the logical thing and head towards the lounging area, where you find no one.
Wonder where she is.
Sending spell to Tachi. Where are you? We're
Diane,
looking
huh?
for you. We're at your house right now.
It does send, and it does get received, but there's no reply. You do feel a slight shift in the stonework of the building, though, and after it calms, it's very small and only lasts for a couple of seconds. You start hearing footsteps from the floor beneath, and she starts making her way up the staircase that you just made your way up behind you. She just walks calmly, calm as can be, just kind of nonchalant, really, up right behind you and goes, "Hi, so you've been looking for me?"
Hello.
We were wondering if you could today or tomorrow teleport us to Eristad.
As she's walked up behind the group, she just walks over next to Midori, puts her hand on her head, and just sort of ruffles her hair. You want another favor? Huh. What?
Well-
What are you willing to give for this one?
Anything.
This one and I push Midori.
Oh, really? She says, and she's about to brush your hair away from your ear, as you just get pulled away from Killer Seal. By Killer Seal. She just looks at Killer Seal afterwards. Well? Do you want to take her place, or do you have something to offer?
Oh. I feel like Tempest hasn't realised what she said yet.
No, she's keeping his mouth shut.
Vicky, you still with us?
Yeah? What? I thought you were talking to Midori.
No.
I don't know
you
where
took
you
her
who you
place, so
talk.
she talked to you.
I didn't do anything.
You pulled Midori away, which means you
No,
essentially
no.
swap place.
I didn't. I said I pushed Midori in front of me towards her.
Oh.
She's already standing with her, so you just push Midori into her.
Yeah, well, that happened kinda. I don't know what.
So it looks at Midori. Oh, so your friend wants you to pay.
Oh.
Well, is that your offering? She looks at Killer C and looks at Midori.
Pay for what? What am I doing?
I'm not doing any more favors.
Midori apparently has run away to the other side of the room because we can't hear her anymore.
I'm here. Sorry.
Well, you want a favor, and I'm not about to do this one for free, so what do you offer?
I could knit you something.
I mean,
but no
she's
thanks.
very good at knitting, I will say.
Oh.
I give it a smirk.
Sure, she says, looking at the beanie that you're still wearing, because you didn't mention you were taking it off.
Yeah, no, I'm still wearing it, I know. Hey, what?
That
Fucking
can't
don't
be
judge.
great in this hot weather. Your head must be like on
Oh,
fire.
that's why my head hurts, right. I wasn't, a bit of... Fuck you. Take it off for now.
I whispered to tell a Tempest. Tempest, any ideas?
And that you'll enjoy.
As you're doing that, you're essentially getting into a position where you can see the lounge from where you're standing in the middle of the hall, and you notice that wherever she came from, Saya is now standing in the doorway, just sort of listening in.
I just look at Zaya and then back to Tachi. I'm like, wait a minute. What have you been doing?
Answer the question, dear.
You answer the question.
Well, I'm not the one here asking for favors. I think I have a little more sway, little friend.
Well, I offered you my knitting skills. Is that not enough?
No.
Well, we are kind of doing this for you and your cause.
I have this very nice color that will become any outfit you want.
Then she just looks straight at Tempest. I can shapeshift.
Can you clothes shift? Does the eyebrow bob up and down?
You see a wave of magic over her, and she's suddenly wearing a dress instead. A very lovely red dress that has a quite deep V-cut and no arms, no sleeves rather to it, and looks very gallant. Standing there, looking at you without saying anything.
I'm gonna.
Touche.
I'll grab Ursula by the arm, like, how about this?
You're gonna get.
Excuse me.
He's rugged. He's got a husky voice.
Whoa,
What do you
what
want?
you
I'm
mean?
not sure you. I'm not sure you realize that you're implying with all.
Oh wait a minute. Actually, no. I changed my mind. No, sure, Ursula.
Oh, I think she knows exactly what she's offering.
Do I?
I'm not so sure.
The cogs
I
are
mean-
turning in her brain, like.
What could we give you? I mean,
I offer another use of legend lore.
Would
Or
you,
anything you want.
would you like? Yeah. Is there something you would like in particular?
we have.
Not
I mean,
exactly as of right now. But we can do it like this. Should I want or need something, I'll have this favor in kind. I'll call upon it later, and we'll decide then what it becomes.
That sounds
I
reasonable.
mean, we are already on your cause. You could just ask us for a favor anyway.
You are essentially working for the world, not so much me. We're on a pretty big cause here. Not so much for me as it is for everybody.
mm,
Not sure how you would like to become a purple, white, blue, red, weird thing. I don't want to.
I'd rather not. I like being blue.
But he
It'll
never died.
make things simpler if I can simply just call upon a favor later. It would be the best outcome.
when you say
At
favor,
this point you hear a
mean
sigh
like-
behind. Don't do it. She's trying to rope you.
when you
what?
s-
She's trying to rope you into some business.
when you say favor, do you mean like items? Like if we find something and you want it, you just take it? Do you need like help?
Perhaps. I've
Would
not
we
decided
be
yet.
would we be able to decline the favor if it goes against our morals?
No.
Oh gosh.
I would not.
How bad could it be?
Lisa.
What, have I ever wronged you?
I mean, no, of course
Not
not.
quite. No.
Um, hey, we do have. I whisper away from her just a little bit. Just,
You walk away from
Yes.
her and you walk closer to Saya instead. You're
No,
kind of
I-
trapped in this hallway at the moment.
she fucking. We have the whip. Technically,
What?
that's like the whip submission. Is that something?
Yeah, I mean, we do.
Yeah. Do you want submission back for this? Would that be would that be agreeable?
It's not bad. Not a bad trade. It is an interesting weapon, and I can certainly use it.
Midori?
It's not like I've been using it.
Yes, let's give away.
Or
our
even remembering that you had the passive effect of it.
Yep.
Exactly. It's a weight off my mind.
It's a win-win. You don't have to remember it now.
It's one less thing for me to stress over forgetting.
thinking about it. So, all right, we've figured out everything submission does. Right? It's nothing we can really harness. Maybe you could make more use of it. I suppose.
Oh, I would think so.
Well, if Midori agrees, then we would trade the whip for a teleportation of all of us to Aristad.
I hold out the whip to Tachi. I mean, I liked having it because it reminded me of you, but I didn't use it, so it's
Oh,
probably better
no,
for you to have
I
it.
feel bad. Just
Well, in that case, it's a deal.
Mm.
Reaches out and holds onto the whip, waits for you to let go.
I let
Uh,
go.
Before we teleport, just John, a question. What I was in Aristad before, right?
Yes, you would have had to.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a biggish city.
No,
I assume.
it is not.
Do I know if there are shops there that sell shit that helps us with climbing?
There most certainly is. It's
Good.
essentially the biggest biggest earner is tourists trying to climb the area.
Mm. Okay, good.
That's why there's even a city, because it's profitable. And good trade, actually.
Mhm.
But slightly interrupting my train of thought, but I'll get back to it in a moment.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's a good information to have. She takes the whip, waits for you to let go. You let go of it, and immediately you feel that the attunement process you have to it snaps instantly. As it's, essentially handed over as a good faith thing. Normally, yes, this can't be done, but in the moment, rule of cool. You hand it over to her, but your bond to it broken, so you no longer have the advantage on persuasion, you don't have disadvantage on insight anymore. Nor the benefits of it. But you notice that as soon as she gets it, and seemingly the attunement just sort of shifts, as you're essentially gifting it to her, the whip responds to her quite immediately. It becomes a slightly longer, not much, but you get the feeling that it slightly expands. It might just be broader in a sense, and it thus becomes longer because there's more mass to it. But it becomes this red, blackish hue to it all over, and you swear you see barbs in certain locations around it. But she just puts it away somewhere. You can't quite see where it is on her hip. It's like she puts it on a small hook that she has on her hip, and then it just vanishes.
Hey, that looked way cooler. Why didn't it look that cool when I had it?
I don't know what you mean.
Inside check.
Go ahead. Hey, it's just a straight roll now. You don't have disadvantage anymore.
Because you would have remembered.
As if, yeah.
Well, good thing I don't have disadvantage anymore, because look at that thing.
Yeah, you essentially read nothing into what you said. Mostly because she is very in control of what she shows.
Fair enough.
I mean, like I said, we weren't getting much use out of it. I think we kind of explored all the possibilities of what it could do. So
Oh, I can imagine.
yeah. Thanks for accepting the deal.
I'd actually like this would be Uslia and Tempest to roll me a perception. No, it'll be more of an insight check because you're essentially reading out the corner of your eye. You're trying to read Josiah in this moment.
Apparently, my eyes are elsewhere.
Looking at the deep V card still,
Mm.
which by the way is right at Midori's head height, more or less. They're standing quite close, hence why it matters. Come with me, Uslia.
Oh boy.
You don't read particularly much into what is going on, but you get the feeling that Saya knows something here that the rest of you don't.
Feeling that she knows something.
Yes. She has a particular look that makes it look like she realizes she knows something that the rest of you don't.
What, once Tachi took the whip?
Yes.
Or, oh, okay.
At that moment, and the entire conversation that follows, and the slight hesitation as to what the hell just happened, she just seems like she realized that she knows more than you guys do.
Okay.
Let's head back.
Alright.
No.
But to be fair, those two.
So, when would you like to be teleported? I can't do it today. I already used it on my project.
Tomorrow then.
What time, I meant?
In the morning so that we have the most of the day.
Alright. That can be done. So, I take it that you're ready to leave? Made arrangement to leave and all that?
Oui.
More or less, we.
Alright. In that case, I suppose I'll get back to my project. You'll have a good night's sleep, and we'll see each other, let's say here tomorrow. Meet me at the lounge.
I
In this
have
location.
I have a couple of spell slots left, 5th level, if you need any help from me.
That would be nice. She would just have her hand for you to essentially give her your hand so you can walk hand in hand down there.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Still walking in the dress, she gets to the staircase and goes, excuse me a moment, let's go of you. Her entire clothing shifts once more to become a much more practical bandage across her chest, the skirt and the shorts that she was wearing, most of the time, because it's way cooler, as in temperature-wise. So grabs you by the hand again, and you start walking downstairs to that weird location that you can't quite get to on your own. The place just seems to make way for Tachi. And those two just disappear, leaving the rest of you in the hall, just with Saya sort of leaving at this point. She just turns around from the doorway and goes back into the lounge. So, what would the rest of you like to do? Just wait, or do you have something to do for the day?
You guys want to shoot each other again and watch? That was pretty fun.
I wouldn't mind a round two. I'm just gonna glare at Usually like.
You really want to go again?
I mean, we
I
could just
should
buy climbing equipment here, right? Do they? I mean,
And there might still some specialized stuff there for.
yeah, they probably they're like that's the we can wait. What do you think Carlos has been commissioning? Because like, I have no fucking clue.
Beats me. There are some things she doesn't tell even me.
Damn it!
Wait, is this out of character? Is this the thing I know about?
Yep.
I'm just gonna smirk.
What do you mean? What are you smoking?
What? This is my normal face.
Sometimes you Rick cocks the eyebrow and
I'm pretty sure she knows.
Chastity belt. What?
What?
What? Don't you ever say that to
Why do
me.
you need to commission that in the attic?
You think I'm being serious, don't you?
Oh, no.
No, don't even joke about that. Although slowly pulls out thieves' tools.
That's why it needs to be commissioned.
And enchanted and stuff. You
Yeah,
never break
it's
out.
magically trapped.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I've got nothing to do. You're just gonna like.
Every time you fail disarming it, whirling blades turn up.
Like
Well,
a mate or something. Just chill.
I just found the perfect gift for it, but if you haven't
No.
seen Men in Tights, you won't get it.
Yeah, I know exactly
I
what
get
you're
it.
talking about.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch this. What the heck?
You need to watch it, Gory. It's so good.
I should.
That's so good.
Don't watch films often enough. Anyway,
Anywho.
so
Yeah, off topic.
is there a pub in this place, or like a bar, or someplace we can just drink? Because we're going to leave. We should. You know.
Well, we've been there already, haven't we? We've been.
Yes, we've been there several times. We've kind of been staying there.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
me
what?
And
I
me and
forgot.
Lycus, the buddies.
This
Speaking
was
of.
the bathhouse.
If we don't have anything else to do, I was actually thinking about something. Ursula, would you be able to tell me anything about the poison? I've been thinking about something.
About poison?
Wait,
I mean, yeah, partially, I suppose.
just let me pick your brain for some ideas I've been having about how to be a little more effective.
Right. Yeah, we can discuss that later. I actually have something I kind of want to do. I can meet you guys a little bit later. That's fine.
Sure, if you don't need us.
Surely.
Nothing. Just I need to see something.
Okay.
Sure.
Insight check.
I mean, sure.
I'm not sure what I'm inciting, but
I'm not sure anyone here is sure what you're inciting.
neither am I. Yep, I don't know.
It sure needs to see something.
Okay, well, don't be too long.
I won't.
Don't go disappearing, please.
Nope.
All right.
Nero is following him. Still.
Jesus. He never did tell him to stop. He's always just
That's
kind of
fine.
chilling.
Whenever I have shit to do, he's always defaulting to under Usodir's control.
Usul is number 2.
Yeah.
So
Well-
Neil walks outside and Neil immediately just walks over to him, sits down again, waits.
Well, when they're going, I guess you wanna get shit-faced like us is.
Like
Yeah.
Oh
Why
yeah.
not?
Fuck yeah.
Probably won't get shit faced this time. Last time I said some weird shit.
It happens.
Also, when they mentioned shooting each other again, I had minor illusion to target on Midori's back.
I just walk away like, to like us is.
All right. Which does have a name, but don't top of my head. The watering hole, that was.
Yeah, I know the names.
Okay, so we'll go with Usulia first.
Yeah, so once the guys leave the lounge area, which I guess we were at, is Zaya still here?
Okay, so the rest of them, they go to drinking. You go back into the lounge. You find no traces of her.
Damn it.
Nice. Can I see if she's left any form of trace of where she might have walked to?
You can go ahead and roll a survival check.
Wow.
Okay, so
Wow.
looking around the room, going anti-clockwise for the sake of this, you find that on one of the wall pillows, you find out there is a butt shape of one of the pillows that can only be hers. You find that's mostly for fun, but more serious note, you do find across some of the pillows that were quite close to the wall, where the wall itself goes to the door that you saw her at. Across the pillows in that area, you do see footprints there. They're not particularly heavily indented in there, so for one thing, it can't really be touchy, as he would by nature being bigger have a lot more mass, and no one else seemed to have walked that path. The path itself takes you straight to a corner where there isn't any pillows or anything. It just is that one corner where you've seen Tachi and Saya disappear before. The footprints seem to lean back and forth from that corner.
And so it kind of just leads to the corner, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, looks like I'm not finding her. I'll catch up with the others.
Yeah, I'll catch up with the others back at the inn.
We're getting shit-faced.
It's about the time you leave. You hear from behind you. Did I want her to find me, did you not? You actually see most of her. Not all of her, but she's like it's sticking out of something. A doorway, perhaps. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She's just leaning out. You're trying to find me, aren't you?
Yes, actually, I was. Why are you being so secretive?
She steps out of the doorway and in full reappears. I'm not sure what you mean.
It's fine. Anyway, I noticed you were sort of earwigging in on the conversation we were having with Tachi.
Yes, there are lots of reasons to keep track of Tati and her conversations.
It feels like you know something a bit more than what we do. Or you have a certain inkling to something.
Well, it occurs to me that I do know some details about Tachi that the rest of you do not seem to pick up on, or are unable to see.
I mean, she is a demigod. It's going to be harder for us to pick up on things, and you're certainly a bit more well-versed in picking things up, I can imagine.
Not exactly. I'm not a person that has stuck around with other people for too long. Most of my interactions have been training throughout my life. The unfortunate incident rather, that has happened for the last 50 years has left me with some boons. And that I'm told I have an aura, and my eyes seem to be affected too.
Yes, we felt this aura once we came back to find you south of Corin, Exile.
But
anyway, would
the
you
order has nothing to do with it. I'd caution you to be wary of this Tachi, but I do not know.
what is it exactly you know more than us?
I'm afraid that I cannot tell you outright. That would go against certain promises that I've made.
Is that promises of Tachi?
She smiles. But I'm not prohibited from warning you to be wary around her.
I mean, that's understandable in its own right. Again, she is a demigod, and we are helping to effectively. We're working
Well-
together to save this place, but again, once that's all done, we'll see what happens, really.
Indeed. Although saying that she's a demigod does not quite do her justice. I will say that much.
She's more.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
But how would you know that?
That I unfortunately cannot tell you. Just know that she is much, much older than her beautiful visage tells you.
Understandable. I mean, she seems to be the only real, anything close to a god that people have access to, it seems, from what we've learned. Now that everyone else has seemed to have lost connection to their own gods.
Well,
She seems to be the only one here.
but again, in a manner of speaking, gods do not die like we do,
No.
from what you told me. I will not pretend to understand why she does what she does, but caution. Be wary. Wary.
Alright. Well, thank you anyway for sharing, and it's good to see you not kicking the shit out of us this time.
I'm sure I'll be doing that soon enough. If you do want a duel, I'd love to see who among you five are the most powerful.
I would be interested to duel you, I must say. Where did you learn to fight like that?
Ooh, old promises. Cannot tell.
Old promises.
Uh-huh.
Well, keep your secrets for now. I'd like to see them again at some point.
And
Indeed.
usually walks out.
She walks over to the corner and disappears again.
How does she do that?
Just walks away. Yeah, I'll catch up with the guys at the end.
Okay. The rest of the guys, minus Calasil of course, have reconvened at the watering hole with the cheery Lycus, the satyr who runs it, who has been giving them some drinks at their behest. And we'll come back to how much it'll cost you in a bit.
Oh boy.
You also find Lynn there, as she's not currently on what's it called, her job. But much like Tachi, so he's wearing a very similar outfit as well. The shorts, the skirt, and the breastband, not much else. Lycus himself seems to be just wearing a set of trousers. Not much else than that. Very cheery, just having a chat between them whenever they're not either helping you or serving you drinks and such. But just a nice, calm day. There are a number of other Tasma that are around the particular inn that you're in right now, but it seems mostly that they're coming and going with certain things that they're delivering to Lycus's place. A lot of it seems to be just resources. Food of different descriptions. Coconuts occasionally, actually. It's kind of strange. Fish here and there. Not much. But he hands you all another round, let's say. As you've been giving... Just... The first round was actually on the house, just beer. Fairly common beer.
Sick.
So, he goes, what would you like for your next ordering of refreshments? If there are anything I can help you with, do speak up and we will get you to something awesome. So,
Let's keep drinking.
oh, what would it be? I would have some more interesting, more powerful stuff if you want it, or I can bring you more beer. Ah, your friend has arrived.
Oh shit.
Usually
What's
walks in.
there? Hey, get over here.
This is quick.
Yeah, what?
Do you want something more strong?
No, water's fine, thank you.
Please go take a seat.
See, I'm not the only one. It's not just me.
I'm not forcing it on. Yeah, but
No.
do you guys want like strong shit?
Well, what's the strong shit?
Like us, what's strong shit?
Actually, I'm gonna,
I said that weirdly, honestly.
I'm gonna like lean into Lycus a bit and go, do you have anything that like has some mint in it that like freshens the breath?
Oh.
He's
Gosh,
really
really
taking
hit
that
home,
personal.
Nora's really struggling with that.
Oh.
Where the hell did I put my list of beverages? I do have one, but I can't find it. What the fuck? There it is. Gotcha. Okay, so you are presented to a couple of different brands. You have Potato Spirit, you have Tenseness Tonic, you have Silver Drops, and fairly common white/red/ similar wines, and a couple of different whiskies, as you find out. They are named fairly simply after the way that they've been treated. There's one that's just simply oak whiskey, there's a frosty whiskey, and smoky whiskey. They don't have any brand per se, as it seems like they're made locally. These are the ones I can offer. To you, I suspect that some of the more interesting things we have here are not of your branch.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, it takes a certain form of lineage to be able to withstand certain drinks.
Who are you talking to?
All of you. The only one that would be able to drink these sort of things would be the one that is not currently here. The girl with the wings.
Why would I not be able to drink them?
You do not have the correct lineage to withstand it. It might have curious effects on you.
But it will get us strong.
It might be a bit more than drunk.
Like?
This is
I
getting
do not entirely know. I just know that when I tried it, it was weird.
Was it a fun night?
Can I?
I do not remember. That is what worries me. And I'm not a lightweight whatsoever.
Oh, do I do it?
What you gonna do?
Midoriya's just gonna grab one of the drinks and down it quickly.
Well, he's presenting what they have. He hasn't brought you any.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not how bars
I
work.
just down the water.
You essentially you grab Uslia's water and down it.
Fine. What are you doing?
Sorry. I'll get you another one. I thought that was one of the drinks. I feel hydrated.
Sure, whatever you say.
I brought the water that I brought for him. I'll bring some more in a moment. He looks at Uslia while saying that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of intrigued.
The one I'm referring to is called Heaven Drops. It might not be exactly what you expect.
How so?
For the reason I explained a moment ago.
Hey guys, can I be the guinea pig?
I mean, if you're gonna get it, we should all go in on this, I think.
I think this is a terrible idea.
But do you think it would be fun?
Is Tempest the designated driver for tonight?
That's
We
Uslia.
can be as crazy as we want.
I don't know why I'm the responsible one here. I think Callista is having a negative impact on me.
Why negative?
Because you're going to be good.
And hope it's fine. If it's not, we have Usoy here and fucking you.
Yeah.
What?
Two of your finest heaven drinkies, please.
3? Tim, did you get in this shit?
Oh, 3.
Oh, it's...
Fuck yeah.
But if something happens to me, I blame you.
I
Sounds
wish I
Callus
was there. I'm not
Callus
there.
is not
Oh, you're not there, are you?
You only have a couple of
Nope.
spells, so it won't take you too long before you're emptying the project.
Okay,
if
good.
anything happens to me, Ted Callista, it was Gutman's fault.
I mean,
What?
you're the I can't make that joke, but you know you'll be fine. You've been close enough to Angel
I
stuff.
poke my head in.
Wow.
What's going on here?
Shit, you see it, down it.
Chase it from the window.
Midori just grabs her drink and just starts chugging it.
Down this drink again.
What you
They've
drink?
doomed themselves. They've doomed themselves, Calasil.
We've got this. It's fine.
So those of you who are drinking the heaven drops, I need you to roll me Constitution saving throws.
Here it comes.
In the meantime, I get the gist from Ursula, I see.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
He's the one that gets punished.
Is it right what Ursula said that it's safe for me to drink?
No, don't.
Very much so. It'll.
I
When
want
you
to
drink it,
I want-
you will be disappointed. But why did I just change accent? You'll be
I don't know.
ready to drink, but you will not have the bad effects that it might have on some other races.
Oh, then I want one if it has no ill effect on me, other than being drunk. but maybe not as much as they are having.
For the record, I'm not
Just
having
shots.
a lot. I'm just having a little.
He's just Tempest has just dipped his pinky in it, and, like
Licked it.
No,
yeah.
it essentially is what you'd get in a shot glass, the amount, because, well,
Okay.
that's essentially how strong it is.
We're going hard.
I wait still for a bit to see what's happening with them before downing mine.
Yes, I need to find. I have a list of stuff.
I turn into a halfling again.
No, I essentially need to find my drugs table.
Oh no.
To
Why
find
do you have
the-
one of those?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
I do. I have.
Why do you,
uh,
I said, why do you have
a
one?
couple. Because remember back in the cave when you guys died in the previous campaign? Yeah, some of the stuff that was in there was drugs. So when I made that cave, I got a drug table.
Drugs.
Relax.
These fights.
Love the drugs.
Okay,
Oh, guys,
so
I've
we have
convinced
17,
drugs.
23, 1. Well, 4 technically. I need to find the right one.
Also, on my way from Tachi to here, I saved 1 4th level spell just to send this message to the area saying that we will go up tomorrow by climbing up tomorrow.
Okay,
Just
get
to
a
let you
simple
know.
good luck back from your target.
Yep.
I've got the perfect tavern music playing right now.
Fortunately, mine is completely silent because I can't have anything right now because of net.
No. Go,
Play
go.
your own tavern music. Let's go.
Need to find it. Give me a sec. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
We're fine.
Okay, so Kushma just barely saves. Midori
Fuck yeah.
saves. Tempest, do I even need to say it?
And
The sad part is I was originally going to inspire Midori to make sure she saved. That was the original plan, but
Midori's like, I don't feel anything. I'd like it. Another.
I mean,
God
I'm
damn it.
fine.
No.
Calm down, calm down.
wait till you see what happens to me, and then we'll see.
Also, you still might feel something because you just don't have the negative effect.
Isn't the negatives the good part though?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm just here because I'm curious to see how it affects me.
I've got. If anyone knows the tavern music from Pirates of the Caribbean, that's what we've got playing right now.
Mhm.
I hope this shit is not very expensive.
It is.
I
Well-
hope it's not platinum
I
expensive.
can't believe Kushmar would do this.
Indeed. So, the three of you are drinking this, and it has an immediate effect. As soon as you've downed it, for another while or so, you are merry. It is really fun. Everything around you takes on this weird shades, like beer goggles times a lot, where everything becomes mind-bogglingly beautiful around you. Everything takes on these weird colors that make everything shine and become great in your eyes. However,
Midori's trying to grab shit that isn't there. Whoa.
pretty much like unicorns flying by with small butterfly wings, stuff like that. It is. You are tripping balls, all of you.
Oh, fuck.
It doesn't last too long, and this is about the time where the side effects start kicking in.
Oh.
The missions.
I don't know what I was so worried about.
My music stopped.
For Krishma and Midori, both of you just blank out and slam straight onto the table. You just black out.
Midori just goes.
It happened to me. That's what I was thinking happened to me. Oh god.
You just hear
Midori-
and they're just
Yeah,
out
Midori-
dreaming. Immediately your dreams are lovely, they're bright, and they're filled with flying unicorns and, I don't know, Smurfs, whatever. Stuff that is really beautiful to you. It is a wonderful dream. You're just out, though.
I'd just like to picture me and Kushma just like.
More or less, while Tempest, even before that, starts swinging somewhat in his chair, it gets a little bit disconcerting. All those beautiful things you're seeing around you, including Killer Seal, who I would assume that Tempest would rest on for quite a while, as he appears even more beautiful while in this altered state. However,
Oh, plenty.
it quickly fades, almost in the same way that you can imagine that liquids fade off of a wall. Everything that is beautiful suddenly starts sludging off of whatever they're on. All those sides that were floating around you starts becoming muck, slamming to the floor. Everything becomes grimy and ugly. That includes Killer Seal and everybody else around this place.
He's entered Silent Hill.
And a distinct, very powerful urge to get more of this stuff, to experience the first part again, suddenly rises up within you.
Nope, more. I need more. Give it. So he starts
No,
like
no.
using like the biggest grab your hands at.
No.
No, don't let go of me. No, get away. Oh god, what is that?
Och så
What did you
där.
do with my galaxy?
He's trying to put Calasil back together.
Not quite, he's actually compelled to go straight for Lycus and wherever this thing is stored so he can get more of it. That is similar to that of a suggestion spell, you go straight for it.
Tempest, stop.
Oh my
Tempest.
god, it's addicted.
Nothing more for you. Somebody cut him off. Bring him to bed. This is not usually what happens.
I'll grapple him.
Go ahead. Your athletics versus Tempest acrobatics, I assume. Or athletics, in case he really wants to make this interesting.
Do it. Let's see what happens.
I'm just about to. Oh my god.
Cool.
Oh dear.
Oh,
going
fuck.
for it.
Okay, so you
Pitching the
shove him away, Lycus steps back as he's not a fighter, and has not put the bottle away yet. You grab it and take another swig of it.
Tempest, stop. Stop.
I need you to roll me another. This would be. It's Constitution save again, but you have disadvantage now. Oh my god.
I've created a monster!
Okay.
I've been looking at it. It's all Corey's fault.
I'm so happy.
Okay.
Please don't drink the whole bottle.
He won't. He'll just have a swig.
Good.
Because there are certain effects that happen. As soon as you
Now
get
I'm
another
dead.
shot's worth of so, you lose 19 life to poison damage.
Oh god.
And your
Oh,
maximum
no.
health is reduced by 19.
Welcome to the club.
No, I've been part of the club. My health is lower now.
For the sake of keeping it not too weird and too much bookkeeping, we'll just say that it expires the same time as your other debuff expires. Because it'll be similar in duration, if my head math is correct. So we'll just link it with that one. Then, I actually do need you to roll me another last Constitution saving throw again with disadvantage.
Yeah. This has actually crashed my roll 20 now. My browser has crashed.
Oh, wait. What's your max HP now?
36.
It's like being back at level 4.
Oh, man.
Damn.
I'm
Just
gonna
don't roll
I'm
what you want. Just don't roll
have to refresh. Sorry. Be a minute.
Okay, well, for that sake, we'll move on with it, because this last one was more for cosmetic things. You black out. He throws up and blacks out.
Oh boy.
Just on the
Steve
ground,
doesn't
in
come
his
back
own
now.
vomit, just completely out.
I make
Good.
sure that the bottle is safe. when he crashes to the floor, that it just stays wherever it is.
We'll say that the reason you only got a shot in was because you grabbed it and got it back to Lycus. As he
Yeah.
slams to the ground, Lynn is giggling to herself. Lycus is starting to giggle as Lynn seems to lighten the mood a bit for him. And the rest of you just see this crash to the ground.
Well, we're all out, aren't we? Me and
One of you three, because this is funnier, I need you to roll me a d20.
can I do it?
Yes, sure.
So
For the next
13.
23 days, that's always a good start, isn't it? Roll me a d4 as well.
Oh, no, that was for my con save.
For the next 23 days, the three of you have -4 to Constitution and Wisdom.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I have no hit point. You have fucking.
oh god!
Your max HP goes down, doesn't it?
How can I? What is it? -4 to Constitution
Oh
and
my-
Wisdom.
God.
Yes, don't alter the base number, make modifiers, remember?
How?
On the right,
Mhm.
under your floors, it says modifiers. Go in edit mode and add a
yeah.
modifier. So like it's how much money was that for the 4 shots that they took?
So I stand with his hair back like, oh, right. Well, for the 4 shots, it'll be 8 gold in total. For the rest of the drinks, it'll be a silver and 2 copper.
So it was 2 gold per drink.
Yeah, for the good shit.
For
yes.
I'm kind of debating if I should try one, since you said it shouldn't have any negative effect on me.
No, they're all the Tasman that drink it. It seems that they do it quite a lot, and there's no negative effects for them. You're angelic too, so they should be fine. Well,
Are we
divine,
still
I guess.
out?
Essentially, it doesn't last for too long, but you just have a short-lived dream, then you wake up and you have pretty serious hangovers. The hangover being the 23 days.
23 days.
What? 23 days of a hangover?
No. You have a hangover for some time, and then you have the effect for 23 days.
Okay, first of all, I'm giving him the 1 silver and 2 copper.
Yes.
My
Okay.
health is not changing.
For the other thing.
You have to change it manually because
Yeah, you have to change
Wait,
the health
no.
manually and say and make a mark somewhere.
Yeah. Note down what stats you have, what health you have when it comes to max, because otherwise you'll forget.
Wait, did our health go down like for a number
Because
of
of you.
well?
if
Yes,
your
because-
wherever your modifier went down, you lose basically that many hit points per level.
So wait, how much did ours go down? I thought it was just Tempest.
We
No,
got
because
all
your
of you who
con, because
drank
your
it.
con went
we
down.
lose 18 HP.
Down to 18.
No!
Down by 8.
Both
Down by
lose-
18, sorry.
We all lose an additional 18 HP from using the con.
Mark down how much your original HP was.
Yeah, I've
Should
got that in
already
my
have that somewhere because you
Yeah.
already lost max HP.
I've
Just-
already got that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just remember that because those will expire as well as the other things.
Oh no!
Okay,
I'm
so
at
what was your-
22 health.
Yeah, what was your HP before your con went down? Or sorry, what was your con modifier? What was your original con?
Minus 18 makes 98.
Well, my original health is hang on, it's up here somewhere in my notes. 62 is my max health normally.
I was asking what your con modifier was before your con modifier went down.
16.
So +3.
Plus 3 to what?
No.
No, your con was +3.
Okay, yeah.
Now it's -1.
No, it's
Okay.
not the modifier that goes down, it's the con.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so my
Yes, it's now +2.
No.
Plus
No, +1.
Now
You're
plus
really
one,
confusing
so
things
you
here,
lose-
George. Holy shit.
So you lose 4 health per level.
No.
No. 2 health per level.
2 times 9
Yes. Yeah. Right. 2.
is 18 HP. Does that include you, Tempest?
Yes, it does.
Everybody who
You
drank
have
it
right
has this effect, yes.
Give me a minute. I'm doing some math right now.
We
Gonna
may have
end up
killed
with
him.
4.
So wait, my health. Sorry, this is maths. My brain.
Is
cannot
the
do.
area by any chance?
Can't
dangerous?
blame you, because everybody's been confusing the shit out of this matter.
Yeah, no.
We're climbing. We're climbing.
So let's do this in steps, right? Ruth?
Mhm.
What was your health a moment ago before this current con?
40.
Alright. So your constitution goes down by 4. It becomes 12. And if my math is correct, that means 2 health per level. You are 9th level. That's 18 health.
Oh god.
You are at 22 max HP right now.
Oh yeah. I
Good.
got that right.
Good.
And so my wisdom. So
Well,
my
you
wisdom and
Didn't
constitution.
quite. You have it as current maximum, current HP as 22, not maximum HP.
I'll change that. Hang on.
And for some reason you also have a +5 on your temporary health. Not sure where that comes
Yeah,
from.
I think that was from.
That was the 8 from touching.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Nice fella.
I'll get rid of that now.
Nice. Good. There we go.
And it was just the wisdom, wasn't it, as well? So that's
Yes,
down
wisdom as well.
That's down by how many? Sorry.
Also 4.
Okay, so 50. So 11 now. Great.
I hope you made notes of your stats as they were before. Because I saw that you reduced your stats instead of making a modifier, so I sure hope you made a note.
Why didn't you make a modifier?
Because she's Ruth.
Well, you-
Oh, I'd like to retire Tempest for a month because there's no way in hell he's surviving anything you're throwing.
I
at
mean,
us.
Well,
we're just
now-
climbing.
We're climbing. We're gonna spend a month in Airy chilling. I think. The drill.
What'd you say, Ruth?
Or we'll spend a month
I
there.
was just remembering. My wisdom was 15.
Mhm.
15.
Wisdom 15, con 16, yes.
Yeah.
Good, I hope you have that
Take note
written
of
down
that.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's in my notes now, so I don't forget.
Good. Next. So,
That was a mistake.
the rest of you, have you altered your stuff?
Yep.
How much health is Tempest on, out of curiosity?
How much health did we lose?
18.
18.
Finger crossbows.
What does that mean?
2?
18.
Wait, you have 18 HP.
Oh. Oh boy.
We're gonna go on medical leave, guys.
Yeah, that's why I said I need to retire Tempest for like a month.
Well, let's climb a fucking tree and then just chill.
We climb a tree, we retire in the area because then I can commission shit and craft shit.
Should we not wait before we climb a tree just in case?
Nope, we're doing it. Let's go. Full steam ahead, boys.
'Cause you might fall and die. You never
We
know.
have the
Guys,
bird.
wanted to climb the tree. We're climbing the tree. Let's go.
This is how it ends.
I do not feel safe for climbing
This
a
is
tree.
how Tempest ends. Let's do it.
We have a griffin that can catch us.
Yeah, but what if like 2 or 3 people fall at the same time?
But Dory has feather
Never
fall.
fall. We're fine.
Yeah.
We're
We're
fine.
okay.
Oh, that's so
Whatever you
risky.
can do
It's
twice.
so risky.
It is what you guys wanted to do.
If we've got to climb like a kilometer to a kilometer and a half, it's mad.
Yeah, it's not
John,
like Constitution,
Kumar,
it's a
what
second
is
stat
it?
you use for climbing.
Yeah, as long as we have. Yeah, we'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Also,
probably.
do you want to take that 15 for my con save before, or do you want me to roll it in game?
We'll
What?
see. It doesn't matter now. It was mostly
Okay.
for fun.
Oh
Just today
boy.
now. Yeah.
Okay, also I paid the guy.
Did you also get a heaven drop for yourself while your
No,
boyfriend
not
is gurgling
yet.
on the floor?
Not yet. I'm unsure.
This was the best spent money ever.
I hate you, Corey. I hate you so.
We have incapacitated ourselves for 2 weeks. You for a month.
Well done.
This is why
So-
I don't drink.
I think
Justified.
that, or at least not drink something that's not meant for your race.
That too. Or just being stupid.
Like as you said, Storm also drank that? Or who do you say drank that?
Oh, the Tasman around the plate can all drink it because they all have some
Okay.
definitely stuff to them.
How
Not the right.
would they describe the drink? What happens to them?
Usually it's tasty as hell.
Mm.
Those of them
But-
that like alcohol, that is.
Wait, did they also get knocked out?
No. They just get drunk. Not immediately, but that is a very strong liquid as it is. So, yeah.
Okay, it might be a bit too strong for me then, but thank you. Let's bring
You say that,
those.
Lynn pops up. What, you're not even gonna try it?
Maybe after bringing those in bed.
Mm.
I think you should be worried that Medora is sleeping again. Yeah.
Well, sleeping and being unconscious, not quite the same.
Who is the lightest? Tempest or Midori?
Probably Tempest actually, because he has slightly lower con, I think. And muscle mass
Yep.
for that matter.
Okay. Come here. Oi.
I only weigh 145 plus equipment.
Wow, I weigh more than you. I'm curvy, okay?
How much
Yeah.
That's what I mean, you have higher con and higher strength, you should weigh more than him.
You're thick.
Ustelir, I hope you have the other two covered. Tempest, why are you so heavy?
Wait, you're making me carry the.
You
Well,
get to
I
carry-
can't.
You get to carry the giant tiger.
You.
I'm curled up with my new plushie of Dudley. Just kind of like.
Snake, you had it with you.
Sucking his thumb, holding it.
Oh,
Sucking his hoof.
oh, that's adorable. I didn't see that before.
Right.
I'm dragging Tempest to his room.
Okay. Well, to your room, technically.
Yeah.
Okay. They remain knocked out for for the rest of the day.
Just having to drag Kushbar up some stairs, like by his feet. He's just clonking his head
Well-
on every step.
You don't really have a room at the inn. You can just drag them back to the housing you have. You still have those houses, and they are plain
yeah.
with the ground, so it's not that bad.
Oh, okay.
You're not at the inn.
Left in the bar again.
No. Callister's carrying you. No.
Like,
No.
no. Still going Tempest.
I'll put you on. I'm gonna put Mallory on Neil.
Oh, yeah.
Make me sick. Like,
And I'll carry Kushmar.
Wouldn't it have been more effective the other way around?
You're unconscious.
Fine.
Yeah.
Am I on Dudley now? I mean, am I on Neil now?
Wow.
No, I'm carrying you.
You think you're on Dudley?
On-
Oh, Dudley.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh dear.
Dudley.
Oh.
Your hair is a lot more skin-like.
Sweet dreams are made of.
You drag their drunk asses back to your boats and just dump
Yeah.
them in the beds and let them sleep it off. Or,
Yeah.
I guess Medora's case, unconscious it off.
Do I have a bed?
You have a room.
Yes.
You can choose to use the bed if you want to, but you don't really sleep per se. But yeah, you dump them and you essentially have the rest of the day to yourself as they're completely out.
Oh boy.
From Tempest you can see there's some slight drool down your side
would
now
they
where you've been
drink
dragging him.
Why?
Well, good call not drinking.
Well, I don't know what you're
Yeah,
doing, but
push
I don't know what you're doing, but I'll probably go ahead to some training grounds.
You think we can leave them alone?
I'm sure they're not going to move anywhere.
I'm gonna make sure that the rooms are all locked.
Okay.
You're gonna come back, Tempest, you're gonna have like 3 more bottles.
No, that's not what's gonna happen to Tempest, but yeah. It's not over.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So Kelsil, you leave back to what?
I follow Usulia to the training ground. I leave Neil in front of our housing and with explicit orders to alert me if he sees any of the 3 people that we left behind doing anything. Or if there's anything otherwise of note, something dangerous or something alarming, if people are behaving weird.
Okay.
On our way to the training grounds, I'll say to Calisil, but in a hushed tone,
Before I met up with the rest of them at the inn, I had a little chat with Zyra.
Okay.
It seems she knows something more about Tachi than we do.
Huh.
Not exactly sure what, but she feels that becoming in debt to her might be a bad idea, potentially. But again, this is coming from Zyra.
I mean, becoming in debt to someone very powerful is always something scary, especially if we don't know the conditions.
True, just something
That way.
to
Hmm.
something to keep an eye on, maybe.
Good to know. That's for sure.
She has reasons to believe that she's more than what Tachi says she is.
Mm,
Just thought you should know.
Yeah, thanks for telling me.
And
I'll keep it in mind. Wait.
supposedly Zyra wants to know who the strongest out of us is.
Well,
Don't know why. Just does.
I mean, we should also be quite careful with Saya. We don't know how much lingering effect there is still on her.
Exactly. I mean, she still doesn't know about this whole aura about herself.
And she might still be. I mean, if she still has the aura and the aura came from the creatures, then she might be still linked. And whatever we tell her might get back to them as well.
Yeah. Just seems a bit all uneasy at the moment. But I did say to her I'd be more than willing to spar with her, try and get my own back on her.
Wait.
I know how much you hate her.
Yeah, she was under the influence, but still.
It's not something you can take back that easily.
Wait. She heard a lot of how she nearly killed Tempest. She nearly killed, I think, Kushma or even you. She isn't. Yeah. It's good that she's on our side for now, but should be wary.
Once we were talking about obviously the whole war effort and that, but once it's over supposedly and this threat to this world is gone, what do you think Tachi would do afterwards?
Become a real god?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know. I have an itch that thinks that there's more to it than that.
Could very well be.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just going to be spending the rest of the day training. What are you doing? Just coming or?
I'm just coming with. I don't really know what to do. I think I have no magic left, so I might as well just relax for a bit.
All right, fair.
And yeah, we'll carry on our way there.
It's about half an hour in or so when you get a message from your sweet little boy, Neil. Tempest is drowning.
What?
Oh my god.
Tempest, I need you to roll me a con save.
Oh no.
Get him out of the water immediately.
There's not water.
Now I roll a 20.
Yay!
Get him out of whatever is drowning. I'm on my way.
Okay. So faintly in the background you hear a crash of a door being completely smashed down.
Oh no!
As you lock the door, Neil had no other choice than just smash it.
Bear. How did he know that?
He didn't know, but he tried to just open it, but he couldn't. I mean, he's not stupid per se for the level he is.
yeah.
Just smashes it down, you hear it from
Did
the
you see
echo.
him through a window then?
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
there's windows in the place.
Also,
We never
who's
mentioned
there? Tempest is drowning. I'm on my way there. And then fly off.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
What's your con at the moment, Tempest?
A +1.
Okay. That's 2 minutes. That is sufficient. You suffer no ill effects from this. But within a very short amount of time, Neil picks you up with his front talons and holds you up in the air, where the throw up you're about to drown yourself in is essentially freed from your mouth, and you're just held there for a moment. When the two of you arrive back there, you see Neil just holding Tempest and this puddle of throw up on the ground beneath him, and in the bed where he would have drowned.
Oh no, only Callistill's gone. I haven't.
Yeah.
Calasil sees it. Okay.
Yeah.
You see Neil just holding him there, slightly shaking him occasionally.
Oh.
I mean, I can breathe water. Can I breathe that?
No.
You can't breathe warm.
It's acid.
Pretty sick.
It's essentially acid. You cannot breathe acid.
Oh
I'm
god.
resistant to it.
Good job, buddy. Oh god, this is disgusting. Tempest.
I will have my vengeance on Kushma.
You know what? Okay, you stay here.
Neil just sits still holding him.
Is the bed dirty?
Oh yeah.
Aw.
That's why he was about to drown in it, because it's been pooling.
Well, Neil, you just make sure that he's not drowning anymore. And
He slightly shakes him.
good,
Oh,
good boy.
Just the tongue just lolls out. Bleh.
I go back to Lycus. So my griffin had to punch down the door because an idiot was drowning. How
I thought
much?
that your friend could breathe what? Oh,
Wait,
right.
how much? How much money do you want for the repairs?
For a door? That's a very weird question I do not get often. I do not know. I have no clue of how to actually make that comparison. We'll say it's just wood.
Okay.
We'll say 3 silver. We'll probably cover the cost of the door and the man hours to do it. So to
I
speak.
give him the money.
Yeah, 3 silver.
Yeah.
And I can look up what a door costs.
Here you go. Right.
You hear from Neil at this point. He's fine. But a lot of people are watching.
I'll get to cleaning with Mage Hand.
As you walk back past it, you hear Medora giggling in her sleep, apparently.
Also, can I have new sheets? For the no, you know what? Never mind the new sheets. He can lie in the dirty ones.
Oh.
Grim.
He's gonna make them dirty anyway.
Okay.
That's gonna be a horrible hangover to wake up.
So the question becomes, where's Calasil gonna sleep for this night?
That's what I was about to say. I'm going to Kushma's room, I'm opening it, and I'm moving Kushma to Tempest.
How?
I'm heavy as fuck.
How?
Neil!
You could have slept with me.
Neil walks
That's what I
over,
was
still
thinking.
mostly on his hind legs, still holding Tempest. Yeah.
Can
Aye.
you take Kushma and Tempest both in the room that you just came in and just lay them somewhere where they're not gonna drown?
He ducks down, trying to get in the doorway. Leans back, destroys the door. And I'm like loud.
Which door? Which door?
Kushma's room.
was gonna happen.
I was no, the door is open because I was checking in on Kushma.
Yeah, but he's also big.
Well, if I see that he can't fit through there, I'm gonna tell him to stop.
So leans back and raises his tail and is like, oh, okay.
Okay. Never mind that. I'm gonna sleep with Midori.
Hey,
Just
honey.
put Tempest back and inform me if they are drowning again, but don't drink any more those, okay? But you did great. You saved his life. Good job.
Tempest's eyebrow tries to go up when Calasil says he's sleeping with the door, but then it just comes back down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walks back in, places him, and just sits there and stares at him the entire night.
Good.
Midori just tries to spoon Calasil like, oh, hey.
Just
Meanwhile, I'm
info-
spooning Neil.
Just don't call me Usulia, okay?
What was the drink that they had again? Called
Heaven's Drop.
Heaven's Drop. Thank you.
Or Heaven Drop. Either way
Well, it
works.
would be very potent poison or sleeping aids.
I mean, you were asking about Poison Tempest. This is what you wanted?
Yeah.
Guy's
This is
answer.
the opposite of what I wanted.
We should buy some. We could use that.
Yeah, if we want to like fuck people up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda, a toast to the peace.
Don't
Oh.
don't tell Tempest about it.
Mm.
Okay. The night continues, and while I do need a break, we only do have a bit of time left. I'm gonna explode soon enough.
2-minute bio break.
More or less, yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back in 2 minutes' time.
Okay.
Bring drinks and
I'm
such.
gonna go
if you
grab
need it.
another Rice Krispie.
The next day, yes, the lot of you wakes up. 3 of you feeling extraordinarily hungover. Tempest with a lot of weird crust to his skin that sort of feels weird. Normally you sweat things out and not particularly bad ever, but you're really dry and crusty, especially in the face. Dorian and Calcid wakes up together. Uzli is fine. Gushma also hangover.
Ooh.
Midori just wakes up, still spooning Calasil, like, oh, hi.
You called me also there, it was weird.
Oh, that's sorry. Why would I want Ursula in my bed?
Why would you indeed?
Beats me.
Anything you wanna tell me?
No?
Okay.
I'm gonna find a barrel and create water in it and just like hose myself off.
Ducks his head in it.
You essentially wake up to Neil just staring at you as well. As soon as you go outside to find a barrel, he just follows you.
He's drowning again.
Usually we'll come
And he
outside.
understands that Tempest like water, so he doesn't do anything about that. Usually does what?
Usually we'll come outside and see Tempest with his barrel. Just be like,
Well, you look like shit.
Kid. And I'm going to kill Kushma.
Yeah.
Well,
That's, where are they? Oh, there they are.
I,
Morning, oh my god.
what happened last?
Wow, you both look like shit too.
I know that, but what happened?
Thanks.
I kind of. It's been a while since I don't remember. What happened? You go to Feywild?
No.
There were unicorns everywhere,
I mean,
man.
there was a lot of like butterflies. I thought they were gonna shoot us, but then they were like nice. I keep hearing fireworks. It was really weird.
That shot surely fucked you guys up.
Maybe next time don't drink something when somebody is telling you not it's not good for your species.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was a
I would
you're
have thought.
good.
but Ugh.
I'm going to minor illusion right behind Kushma's ear.
Watch your back.
Whoa.
Also, Tempest, I hope you won't mind, but I'm not kissing you today.
She goes a little taken aback. Okay.
I wouldn't touch him for a week.
What happened?
Where's Lycus with my water?
Oh shit! That's the last thing I remember. We yeah.
Yeah, you were out
anything
cold
weird?
immediately.
Yeah, it's fun hauling your asses back here.
Did me and Kushma do anything weird?
Well,
Did I say anything? Shit.
you spooned with me because I was definitely not gonna go back into Tempest's bed. And you got me also there. That was the only weird thing that.
Oh!
Midori's just like quickly like walks off like duty calls, bye.
Oh, she's peeing.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
okay.
Well,
You do not have wings though. Not. I don't know whereby I would compare.
Don't follow me, I'm gonna go peeing.
Just walked off.
well, so Tempest, good idea or good idea?
Kushma, I will end your family. And I walk away.
Oh. He
Oh my
like.
god.
I mean, this was kind of worth it. I mean, I feel a little bit shitty, but it'll end, alright?
And now we go climb a mountain, right?
We're gonna
I mean,
climb
we-
a tree today.
A mountain.
Oh man, to think a while ago I was so upset. I'm okay now. Let's do this.
Good.
Let's go to touch and get a teleportation.
Tempest has walked off, Midori has walked off, the rest of you walked to Tachi.
I'm just like over in a corner, like poking a bug with a stick, like.
Tempest!
I can't smash Tempest. Come on, let's go. Come on. We're going to fucking climb a tree. Don't you want to do that?
I should click the longest button.
Midori's still like she's just walked off behind the building, just like, oh god.
After a while,
just-
I go find Midori.
I see a still shot of like Tempest and Medora on opposite sides of the building, just making the same face, holding their heads.
You find them after not too long and do your best to persuade them that there is stuff to be done.
Midori, I'm sorry. Should I not have? Was it weird to mention?
No, it's okay. Oh god.
It's fine.
embarrassing.
It's fine. You have done way worse.
Oh, it's gonna be so awkward now. Oh no.
It's fine. You're a dog. Come on, you can ride on Neil. Come, we're gonna see Mitachi.
Okay.
Neil, who's still looking at Tempest, by the way.
Oh, Neil, you don't have to watch Tempest. I think he's not gonna drown right now. Thank you. You did
Okay.
a great job,
Just
buddy.
gets up, walks back, starts following Killer Seal.
He's drowning in embarrassment.
I don't know, I might spy.
Come on.
After a bit, you head to Tachi's. She is there, waiting in the lounge, just chilling. You actually catch her eating some food for once. Doesn't do that particularly often as far as you've seen, but she's just enjoying what looks like the tail end of a bread, and looks like she's drinking wine for breakfast. Bit weird. Certainly in a wine glass. So, you ready?
We.
Absolutely not.
Great! Have fun!
Oh,
I'm gonna give her
Make
a
sure
quick
that
hug.
Luna and 4 feet Sam are both in the bubbles.
Yeah, and I'm gonna quickly hug Tachi before we go.
Yeah.
Don't
And-
smell my breath.
Yeah, it's not amazing.
Don't smell it. No. Oh, no.
And I make sure that Neil is with us as well to teleport.
He's outside currently, because he doesn't
Yeah.
exactly fit in the halls.
oh, I mean,
Can we teleport outside because Neil is waiting for us?
Oh, I suppose we can, yes.
Thank you.
Turns around,
Thank
pops
you
out of
for
one of the
that, Sam.
windows.
I hop with her.
Okay. You just sort of float around to the front of the building where Neil probably was. You all reconvene, and as before, you all stand up and stand in a circle, rather. Have to hold hands or be connected in one way or another. So, you're going to the Aristad, was it? Aristad.
Every stat.
Alright. Well, have fun. Thank you for submission. Don't die.
Same to you.
And she will cast
nice talking
the
to you.
spell.
Touchy.
See you.
We spoke about weird stuff. Lot of stuff. Bye.
That is not good.
Oh no!
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
no.
whoa.
Oh no!
And
We're
Tempest is
going
dead.
on a trip.
And Tempest is dead.
It's not awful, but you don't land on Mark. You won't
Water.
land in the ocean, because that's dumb.
Yeah.
You will, however, land on the other side of the island.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
oh. Well,
So, with Tachi sending you there, you all appear, the climate is immediately changed. You were in a very hot desert area before, and now you're in a very openly windy, not particularly warm per se, more like a temperate-ish climate, but a very harsh wind blows here at all times. It's not massively so, but it seems like you come at an unfortunate time. The wind is cold, but it has that nice, crisp sea water smell to it. Very nostalgic for Tempest if he wasn't fucking out of his mind currently on hangovers. But nevertheless, it does seem to sober you up somewhat. Nevertheless.
Oh, this is the stuff.
that's a week trip to Aristad.
Yes. Looking eastward, you see the gargantuan tree cluster that is the area itself. It's not just one tree, it seems to be a cluster of them that have writhed and become one as they've grown. Even just the roots themselves that you presume would be underneath the ground would have to be gargantuan as a tree just stretches and stretches above you. You can even see the clouds that they have essentially formed a little semicircle, or at times circle around the tree's top as it is. You can't see any livable areas up there, and the tree itself seems to be somewhat difficult and somewhat barren on the way up. There aren't any gargantuan small sideways you can go and sit and make camps on and such. It seems to be mostly just a straight log upwards. There are indentations and such for, gripping onto and such, because it is a tree, it is knobbly as it is. but there is no massive branches and such. It is just a gargantuan pillar. The area, the area you're standing on, you would essentially be on the beach side of things, or close to it anyway. It's very rocky, very mountainous in its appearance. The entire circumference of it, which I believe is the right word, the circle around it, to make it more clear, is mostly sand that leads up to this rocky area where the trees seem to just stick out of at all times. This is the Aerie, and on the other side of the island you have Aeriestadt. You do not see much else in this area.
I don't think we're prepared to climb the tree without better equipment that is specialized in this, so we should probably still head to Aeriestadt.
Yeah, things are in a bit of a tough spot.
I mean, why not? Oh, this is nice. This is kind of like crazy. It's the wildest thing you do after getting a hangover. I'm down to do anything.
So, what are you gonna do?
Best, my chap.
Travel to Aeriestadt.
Can I like get a good look around the area that we're at now? If there's any like form of like movement, or if there's actually any life at all around
You
us?
can indeed. Go and roll a perception check. What I describe is what you preliminarily saw. If you want to check out more stuff around you, you'll have to mention so.
Yeah,
So this is a good
it's
start.
mostly for like to seeing if there's any living thing moving about or.
Yeah, I'd want to keep an eye out for that.
Go ahead. Perceptions. For those who want to do that. Got you.
Whoop, whoop. Hold on, I'm doing my
Okay.
amazing perception of -2.
Oh,
Man, this really brings out the wild man in me, man. Getting hungover and going out here, it's great. I love it.
okay. Looking around you, it is pretty barren when it comes to life on this particular side of it. You get the feeling that most people that live in this area probably live primarily off fish. But there are a number of trees. They aren't particularly common, nor do you see that many of them. But the way that they seem in their the trunk itself, they appear to be very similar to the adamantine oak that you had described by Killer Seal before. Even going up and tapping something on them, you can hear that they're very sturdy, and they bear no fruit. There is not much wildlife around you. You hear a load of birds at all times, and most directions that you look and walk, you see small spots of stuff. You quickly deduce that they're birds of different varieties. The cliffs mostly are dominated by seafaring birds, but here and there you also see something that appears to be somewhat bigger and humanoid in shape. It's difficult to tell what it is, but it looks to be both winged and taloned at a distance, nevertheless. The beach side of things is mostly just sand. You find larger rocks here and there, you find what appears to be leaves, perhaps? They're green, they're kind of leaf in structure, but getting closer to them they seem way too stiff, and the harsh wind surely would pick them up, one would think. But other than that, you don't see much wildlife, nor caves.
We're on the beach though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll make it a bit more obvious with where you are. I'll put you down here.
Can I pick up some of these leaves?
You sure can. They're
I'll
quite
have a
heavy.
Good look at them.
It's about your palm size, and it seems to weigh the same as a rock of this size would. It's weirdly heavy. But other than that, it appears to be a leaf in every other regard, other than the fact that it feels super sturdy.
I'd like to take a few of them.
Okay.
However many I can find in just the closest vicinity of us.
It's limited. There's only 3 in this vicinity, we'll say.
3?
Yep.
Okay.
Adamantine oak leaves. And even feeling them with your skin and such, they do not feel like rocks, but they still are very sturdy.
Okay.
So,
Suppose we should get moving then, I suppose. Seems like the beach will be our safest bet.
Oui.
Let's go on then.
Let's do this.
Might take a week or a bit.
Okay, so because of the unfortunate. Oh, sorry, go on.
I just wanted to say that. So, since you're probably gonna take a while to reach Arisa, is there anything that we might want to commission that I could send a message to?
Oh, the charms. The charm.
What? Okay, what exactly do we want those to do?
They need to prevent charm. That's
Okay.
what we need. I know how to kind of. I've gotten good at not being affected by that shit. So, really, I think I'm okay actually. But you guys, you may really need them. He could really fuck you over.
I mean, being susceptible to a charm, I have a little bit of a knack for it, but
I mean, do you not want one?
I mean, it's always good, but it depends on the parameters of how well it works.
Could we see how? Oh shit!
Because if it gives him advantage, he already has that.
Yeah.
Just wink, wink.
Let's inquire what it does. Maybe see if
Okay.
it's useful. On
Actually,
you. If not, then no deal for you.
Okay, can we do that the fast way, John? Because I have potentially 7 spell slots that I can use for sending.
Fair enough. That
So-
reminds me, by the way, did I ever tell you the name of the person who enchants?
Nope,
Okay.
you never did.
That's fine.
You just told me I knew them.
Yes, that's fine.
So I would inquire about if they have available to sell things that protect us against charm, or if we can commission them, how long that would take, and how much that would cost per charm, per anti-charm thing.
I am currently looking it up.
Yeah.
Because it's very specific, and I don't believe it would be that expensive per se.
Just let me get 4 more bard levels, and I can use counter charm, which will do absolutely nothing.
Well, depends on use.
Tempest, once we bed down for the night, you said you wanted to talk about poisons.
Oh, wait. I wanted to see if I could learn a few things.
I mean, what in particular exactly are you looking to do?
Just picking out different types of poisons that might be effective, or I know a lot of things resist it. I'm trying to think of if there's a way to go around that.
I mean, I'm a bit limited to what I have on me at the moment, but it mostly depend on. We'd have to find something to be able to facilitate that.
And, just talk to the shop, teach me, how things mix.
Sure. That's a good idea.
Because there's a new book coming out that might have some new lore in it that I might be able to use.
Something poison feet. Something.
I wasn't going to come out and say it, but
You spoiled the surprise.
Right.
That's fine.
As for the gold cost of these items, comparing to other items that exist, and the price I just rolled for, it'll be in the mid to early 40s per item.
Per item.
Let's
Mid to
jump.
early 40s. Mid to early 40s? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, early to mid 40s. I got confused for a second. Okay, so one item would cost, yeah.
What?
Per, yes.
Yes, per thing, per item.
So, how many would we want? I was thinking maybe 2.
I was thinking 3 or 4, honestly. So we have 5.
I mean, I have nothing really again for jumps. Midori definitely needs something. I think you, Kushman, said you are okay.
I can deal with it myself. I know how to.
Ursula also said he was okay. Tempest?
I mean, especially lately, I'm not really feeling that great about it.
Okay, then 3 items. Did they give me a time, or if they have it in store?
That's not in store, but it would take around a week. It'll be about 3-ish days per item.
Per item.
Well, we'll be there around.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah.
Then I would send a message that we would commission 3 of those items and would probably be there in 8-9ish days, hopefully.
Alright.
Well,
I'll note that down in a thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna note this down as well. Nope.
There we go.
Got a bit. Airy commissions.
There we go. I have noted down. The official numbers, by the way, so it's easy to keep track of for the gold and such. It's 43 gold and 3.5 day.
Anti-charm, sorry,
so
how
provide
many?
immunity to charm?
43 gold.
It's not immunity, no, it's resistance.
Ooh. So
43 gold, yeah, per item. 3.5 day per enchantment.
that's good.
3 times 3.
Wait,
Then
before we
Three and a
continue,
half.
Midoriya has magic resistance. Does it change stuff?
I mean, let
It
me just
does.
give it to Zulia.
For what's that
You
advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, the resistance is advantage. Let me just give it to Kushma.
I'm immune when I rage. I'm not against it, but I mean it's not going to be useful most of the time.
Then we just commission 2.
Yes.
Knowing the specifics, can I change the order to 2?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now that Ruth has remembered that Midori is magic resistant.
That we call this.
It will never happen.
Are you muted, Ruth?
Yeah, she is.
Of course she is.
Oh, I've been talking this whole time.
Every time. Every time.
I was like, yeah, no, I am magic resistant. Like, and then I was like, no one responded, and I was like, oh, okay, they probably didn't hear me. Like, stop talking.
I mean, you're
have
really
a
quiet as well,
second
but yeah.
use
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Is that better?
Wolf,
Yes.
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 Put your nose on your microphone.
Don't do that.
Like this.
Oh
Oh,
boy! It was too loud. Some of us are headphones users. Probably
bass.
all of us.
the bass. Oh my god, the bass.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yes.
You're adorable.
Bass.
No.
No, not you. You're loud.
It's fine.
You have a bassy voice, George. I haven't.
Bonjour. Maybe lock them doors.
Turn the lights down low.
Okay, so everybody has lost concentration on this. We will end for the day.
We will start heading to Erestadt. Also,
Yes.
also the problem in 2 days.
Yes.
At least we're not
Okay.
at the place then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good call then that we didn't go straight there.
Does the heavens drop tick down because we slept?
Yes.
12 days, guys. It's not that bad.
No. I said 23. 23
Yeah,
days.
26.
Oh.
Yeah. 23 days.
Oh.
22 days, guys. Not that bad. Oh, that's a lot worse than I thought.
Yes, yes it is.
Well, shit. I mean, well, we're not going to get attacked by harpies as we climb or anything like that.
I've literally down to 18 health for a month.
I just want to say, I said that this was a bad idea to go now. For the record.
The
We
record
can
has
do-
been kept.
Well, I
No,
did it
I-
all by myself when I was younger and had no help. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you did it alone. I'm pretty sure we got that.
Says the woman with the wings.
Yeah.
And the griffin.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
the
I'm
griffin
here to
wasn't there at the
protect
time.
you.
That's a point, actually. Did Caddisfield do it with wings or without wings?
I always had wings.
He always
flew.
had wings. Right. He just flew.
Yeah.
You flapped that way up there.
Yeah. I flapped and took breaks on branches that I found.
No, not on branches. On outcroppings. There's
Yeah.
nothing as big as a branch on this thing. Especially not at the scale it would be. It is knobbly, but not much else.
On the noble thingies that are there.
I was looking at the potion of gaseous form, but it lasts for an hour, but I only fly 10 feet per round.
If you're falling, you can use that to not die.
Just mid-flight, just grab it.
Neil
true.
and I are here to help if you fall.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to stagger. We're gonna have to stagger our movements so only one person can fall at a time.
And
Almost like
we
you want to move
probably
in
should-
turn order. Weird.
Yeah. Also, we should
Right.
tie ourselves together so that if one falls, Neil only has to grab one.
Yeah.
Is he strong enough then on that point? That's a good question.
Well, hopefully strong enough to just
I'll be
basically feather fall them.
So that is a logistic question. Is if one of us falls, do we have to start over, or can Neil put us back where we were?
I assume he can put you back, just not any higher.
I don't like the way John's giggling right now. That worries me.
Because you're worried. Don't think about it too much. I would say it's probably safe.
That just makes it better.
What?
What? Hello? Go on.
Yeah, I would assume that as long as Neil is not the cause for us getting higher, and just put so you where you were, or a bit lower than where you were, then it should be fine. Otherwise, this is impossible, and John wouldn't be that cruel.
The silence.
18 health for a month.
Oh yeah,
Who
about that.
drank the thing?
I did make a slight mistake when we did that sort of thing. I got carried away with everything that was going on. It's only Tempest that has the minus health thing. That's my bad.
Oh, so we don't have it.
Correct. You saved. That's my own bad.
So we
yeah,
still
no,
That
have,
particular aspect of it, you two saved, Midori and
we still have the
Kushma.
Right.
But your wisdom and constitution is still down.
Yeah, your health is down because of your constitution, though, still.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my bad. So you can put those 18 back on your max health because you are not
No, they
affected by
can't.
that. Only
No,
the
no, no,
No,
constitution
18
and
is what
wisdom.
they lost because they're in their con.
You lose it from the con. He lost. No, I get it. You lost the health from failing the save.
Okay, I'm
You
just
lost
making
more-
sure that you didn't double dip here on the things you didn't get.
Okay. Yeah. No, we get it.
Alright, good.
So our health still as it was when we thought
Yes.
it was.
Everything's fine, Midori. You don't have to change it.
We lose instance once because our stats got reduced. Tempest loses it twice because his stats got reduced. Plus, he failed the save.
Yes, he took some damage that reduced his max health as well. Good, I just want to clarify that because I feel
Yes,
like
your-
it was misunderstood
What was your
somewhere.
max health again?
I'm on-
Choco?
What?
What was your max health again?
My max health originally is 77.
That's a lot. Should be proud of that.
Oh man.
Yeah. Would be nice to have that much health again.
I'm under like 4 different things that reduce my health.
I have nearly 5 times your health, and
Good
I
on
lost
you.
health as well.
Yikes.
Because I got corrupted, I got poisoned, I got...
Tempest is just getting the shit
Our pets' heads are falling off.
To be fair, at least your sanity is good.
Yeah, at least I have my
Always look
got
on
that
the
going for you.
bright side of life.
Dude,
Yeah, but now my gut... I don't know. I think I thought it'd be crazy and have a girlfriend who would kiss me. I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't have drunk then.
And on that note, Blender's unfortunately just recording of this game. Goodbye.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.